Hey there, everybody. Welcome to Fresh Out the Box Paint Miniatures. I am the board game guru and game master extraordinaire, Johanna.
It's me, Casualty CDG, co-host of Fresh Out the Box and Fresh Out the Podcast, and today I'll be painting this little miniature of me. I know it may be hard for you to see there, but I can sling this camera over, and Jahan got us miniatures of ourselves for my birthday, so what better way to celebrate the belated birthday than to paint miniatures of ourselves?
Yep. I also have myself. I have the actual files pulled up so you can look at them better.
Oh, that's dope. Then they don't have to use my shaky cam and take my word for it.
Yeah.
I know usually during these TTRPG talks, we're always like, damn, we should talk about books more. So this time I actually have the drive opened up to look at some books in between what's going on over here. I figure I'm going to do some skin tones first. Any books you want to talk about, Johan? Anything that's been on your mind that you wanted to look over?
Not in particular. I've been doing a lot of reading, so...
Nice.
You know.
I'm always wondering more about the Avatar role-playing game, so I just had my nose in that before we started, but I think I'm going to open something else up.
Yeah, I've been reading that one off and on. Getting ready.
Let's see. Osprey Games. That's right, we looked at those recently.
Yeah.
I feel like there are always some sleeper hits in the Free League Publishing folder.
Free League Publishing has a lot of very... they're one of the biggest up-and-comers, man. They're really doing it. And they have that Walking Dead game coming that I think is going to be dope.
Blade Runner. I forgot that they had this Blade Runner game.
No, we have that Blade Runner.
Yes, that's right.
I've also been thinking about doing that. I think that would lend itself well to a 5-shot.
Yeah, probably.
You know, maybe a 3-shot. I don't know.
I guess, what is it that makes a Blade Runner campaign different than a Cyberpunk campaign?
They set it up in shifts. So, like, a session is called a shift. And then, so you clock into work and stuff, blah, blah, blah. I mean, there's a lot that separates it. You know, the players themselves don't have necessarily implants or, too advanced. Unless you're a synth, which you can be. You can be a synth if you choose to be. You can also roll a dice, or have your DM roll a dice to see if you're a synth and not tell you.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I like that.
That way you don't know if you are or not.
That's a nice twist.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I guess you could really do that in any game, but that's fun. It's fun that they put it into the rules.
Yeah, there's actually a little system for it.
Yeah, I always hate whenever people are like, well, yeah, you could do that in any system. And it's like, well, yeah, you could do anything in any system, but it's nice when they bake the rules in there for you.
It is.
It's nice when they encourage you to do it.
Yeah, I agree.
So I was looking at this mini before I started today, and I noticed that in real life, all of these skin pigments are too rich for me, and I have very pale, little pasty white boy skin.
Yep.
So I figured the first thing I do is do a light gray dry brush over all the skin.
Mm-hmm.
That way, whenever I'm painting, instead of it being painting straight on black, I'm painting on something a little bit lighter.
Gotcha. I do not have pale pasty white boy skin.
No, you don't. I'm very pink, and I always know that I'm very pink, but then when I, start looking at these pigments next to my skin, I'm like, oh no, I'm pink and pale.
Yeah, you're pretty pink. But, a lot of white people are, so...
Yeah, man. It's just how it be sometimes.
Yep. Very, very true. I'm actually going through right now with black and touching up where the priming didn't work out.
Oh, nice.
I had a few spots that didn't quite get it. That's okay. It happens. That's what happens when you prime outside in the dark.
I primed outside in the dark, and then I came back inside. I was waiting for it to dry, and then I heard the wind go whoosh, and I was like, oh shit, and I ran outside, and the newspapers were all over the yard, and the Mini was missing, and I was like, oh shit.
Oh, nice.
So I had to do a little late night miniature search.
Oh, nice. It's pretty funny. Yeah. No, Blade Runner's cool. Blade Runner has a lot of interesting... It does have a lot of different rules. Like, it has... The system does the thing that we like, where it reflects the setting very well. Themes as rules, setting as rules is always cool. Mm-hmm. It does it well. So, it actually seems to be a very solid game, and I would be down to play. What else is there? I mean, there's a lot in the Free League. Here, I'll open it.
I'm scrolling through Blade Runner still right now. The first 30 pages are just like soaked in flavor, and I finally got to character creation.
Oh yeah, character creation's solid. I mean, there's some classes. It's pretty cool. It's got the whole shebang, everything you expect. Yeah, we got lots of stuff. Ooh, I got these. I don't know if I put these on the drive or not. Let me see. Oh, these are free.
There's the secret replicant rules.
Yep. Yeah, I saw somebody post that the Worlds Without Numbers was free. It's a book.
I've heard of Worlds Without Numbers before. I think that's made by Epidia. Epi. He's the guy who made...
It's written by Kevin Crawford.
Oh, maybe not then.
It's written by Kevin Crawford.
Just Worlds Without Masters. I just assumed they were related.
I have the free version of this book, which is still 346 pages. So that's nice.
Damn.
I got character creation. See, I thought this is interesting. Okay, so it has attributes. It has 6 attributes, as you would expect. Strength, Dex, Con, Int, Wiz, Charisma. So it's D&D rules. Attributes, attribute modifiers, just like in D&D. You got backgrounds, skills. Let's see. Class. Then you get to choose your foci, representing the side talents or particular specializations of your hero. You can pick one level of focus of your choice. Characters with the expert class or the partial expert feature of the adventurer class get one level of a non-combat focus for free in addition. Okay, so there's something additional called foci. Maybe they're feats.
Yeah, something maybe magic related or something like that.
Optionally, if your GM is allowing non-human PCs, you can make your character into one such creature by spending a focus pick on the appropriate origin focus. That's interesting. So non-humans get an extra thing, but the way they balance this out is you get one less feat. Just kind of like D&D. That's exactly what humans get. They get an extra feat.
Mm-hmm.
There's extra rules if you choose mage. If you've chosen the mage class or an adventure with the partial magic class, you need to pick a tradition for your sorcerer.
You need to go buy the mage supplicant book now.
Right. These are listed in the magic chapter. Let's see. If you're a full high mage, elementalist, or necromancer, or a partial in 2 of these, choose 4 starting spells from your class first level, blah, blah, blah. Interesting. Okay, well, none of this, everything I'm reading is, so far, a Dungeons & Dragons character, so nothing new there. Skills are leveled 0 to 4.
And what game is this you're looking at right now?
This is World Without Numbers, the free PDF. Okay. It might still be free on DriveThru. If anyone listening is interested. There's a skill list. It's only 1 page. They're pretty concise there. Backgrounds. There are 20 backgrounds. Each background has free skills, quick skills, growth, learning. It's interesting. I don't know what all of that means necessarily. Yeah, I'm just taking a look. Because this is not what I thought this book was. One of the classes...
It's also not what I thought it was.
Let me look at this other thing. Because I also have stars without numbers. Character creation, psionics, system of starships, history of space, sector creation. Yeah, that's what I thought it was. So the Stars Without Numbers has a sector creator table where you can create a sector of space, which I hear is really useful for any space game.
Okay.
Yeah. That's interesting. So yeah, I have those. Those are cool. What else I got? Yeah, I think my paint's dry enough.
Yeah, I slapped the first layer of skin tone on the barbarian flesh. I knew that was going to look more like my skin tone than anything else.
I wonder what I should use. What color am I here?
I think there's one called Tanned Flesh by Army Painter.
Yeah, let me try to find that one.
But you may find the same thing as me. You may hold it up to your skin tone and realize that you need to do a light gray or something first.
Let's see. Tanned flesh. Monster brown, that's not me.
No, that's too brown. It's far too brown. Yeah, it should be with the other flesh colors, and there should be one that's almost reddish.
Well, mine
I
aren't
would say.
organized.
Oh. I reorganize my paints like twice a week because I'm strange. I'll just walk by and be like, wait a second, those don't look right.
I don't see tanned flesh.
Hmm.
Maybe I don't have
I'm wondering
that
if it's one of the ones I picked up when I was on vacation because I wanted to get. I definitely at one point wanted to get some darker flesh tones so everybody wasn't just a white guy.
Yeah. Leather brown's too brown.
Alternatively, you could pick any of those fleshes and just do like 2 drops of leather brown.
Yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna have to do. The only flesh I really have is barbarian flesh.
Yeah, I guess that's right. The flat flesh I have is actually from Vallejo.
I have elven flesh too.
That one comes out really yellow.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does.
Yeah, maybe go barbarian and give yourself just a drip of brown and see how that works and build off of that. You can always put more brown into the mixture.
You can see I'm not wearing pants. I'm wearing pants. These are shorts.
You've got his shorts on.
I got my shorts.
They're like, let me see them gams, boy.
I mean, I guess I'm technically not in shorts, but it's okay. Calm down, Jenny.
Yeah, the chat's going wild over here.
My girlfriend's just thirsty, Doug. She thirsts for a sip of my cup.
Okay. Yeah, that's exactly how I would have phrased it.
Yeah.
So I've got alien purple now. I'm actually going to do the shirt with a base of alien purple and then build off of it with some designs and stuff. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but I'm going to freehand the shirt and hope it looks good. That's what we're going to do. That's the plan here.
Very nice. Yeah, Doug. What else we got here? I'm mixing some paint. I just got a whole. So I went through my Humble Bundle account and just like made sure I had everything downloaded. I have a bunch of stuff from Frog God Games. It's not sorted. But some of it's like some of that old school stuff, like not OSR, old school essentials. There you go.
Ah.
I got some of the old school essentials. Let's see, that folder's a pain to look at though. I'm not gonna look at that. Got Blades in the Dark. We got the Conan books. It's about being a late night comedy host.
Yeah, I wish I would play that one.
I played too. Actually, I always thought a comedy TTRPG would be dope. Cyberpunk, Cyborg, Defiant. You remember Defiant? It's the one where you're like angels and demons and leviathans and shit.
That one seemed really cool.
Well, it does seem really cool. I also got.
I really like the art in that one too.
See, you'll never play this, even though I want to. Fucking Doctor Who.
It's not that I wouldn't play it. I would certainly play it.
You'd play it?
Yeah, I just don't want to watch it.
No. Well, maybe we'll play
And it's
it.
not that I don't want to watch it. It's that I watched the good seasons and I'm over it now.
What seasons were the good seasons?
Matt Smith and David Tennant.
You watch all of their stuff?
Yeah. And I loved it. And then I tried watching any more of anyone else and I couldn't stomach it.
Yeah.
So I feel like this, I'm not a Doctor Who fan. It's not fair for me to say I'm a Doctor Who fan, but I really liked those two doctors.
I mean, they're the best too. Let's see. Yeah, we got all the stuff from Free League. We have Aliens, Aliens, which is obviously Aliens. Coriolis, which is like a sci-fi game as well. Space Epic. Forbidden Lands, which is their fantasy game. We got Mutant Year Zero, which is their, I guess Fallout would be the closest equivalent. Symborium. I don't remember what this one is. Let me take a look.
There's that one that's like the Middle Eastern fantasy setting in the future.
It's space. That's
cool.
that's Coriolis.
That one's a cool one.
Yeah, that one is a cool one. Let's see. Symborium is a fantasy game. Just as the Blight Mist finally dissolved during our breathless escape, an ancient ziggurat appears before us. Okay, so yeah, it's a fantasy game. Looks like it uses all the dice. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, that's Cyborium. And then Tales from the Loop is supposed to be good too, from Free League Publishing.
I just saw that in there. Is that a new one? I'm not familiar with that one.
No, it's not a new one. That's been in there.
I don't know anything about Tales from the Loop.
Tales from the Loop is interesting. I don't really understand it. I think it has to do with time travel.
Oh, dip.
Here, I'll look at it. Let me look at it. Just look at it.
Take a look right at it.
Just take a look right at it. Welcome to the Loop. Let's see. The landscape was full of machines and scrap metal. I think my Spotify's too loud. Let me calm down that bass Rebels. Thanks, bass Rebels, for the music. The landscape full of scrap metal connected to the facility in one way or another. Always present on the horizon were the colossal cooling towers of the Bona reactor.
Yeah.
So this is like story stuff. Let me see.
Did you hear that reactor though? Is the Boner reactor?
It's the Boner reactor, yeah.
I'm a grown man.
Here we go. The Tales from the Loop. In this game, a story is called a mystery. It deals with a group of friends who try to solve mysteries together. The friends are kids, aged 10 to 15, living in the late 1980s. Everyday life is full of nagging patterns, never-ending homework, and classwork. So this is like a kids on bike kind of thing. So it seems like. It's sci-fi, so.
Okay. I like that it uses all the dice.
That's Cyborium. Cyborium uses all the dice.
That's right. You moved on to Tales from the Loop. That's right.
Let's see. This one uses. This one seems to be custom dice. There is a set of custom dice available for Tales from the Loop, sold separately. Blah blah blah. These dice are not needed to play. Okay.
I was like, boy, they're losing me, Jahan.
Yeah. No, I actually hear really good things about this game. It's an award-winning game, so that's a good one.
Hell yeah.
To keep in our back pocket there. Yeah, Tales from the Loop is something to think about. Then Vaesen, which is a Nordic horror role-playing game. It takes place in modern times, though. Well, I say modern times, but the guy on the cover does not look modern. He looks like between the Victorian and like Wild West times, somewhere around there. Eric Jackson says based on the artwork of Simon Stålenhag, which is cool. That's dope. But yeah, this game is, I think, one of their most award-winning games.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm just now hearing about it. What kind of guy am I?
No,
Some kind of guy.
you're a guy. Yeah, you're the guy that just heard
Just some
about
kind of
this
guy.
game. Yeah. But yeah, this is Nordic horror. I mean, you know I like horror, so I'd run this.
Yeah, but like Nordic horror to me is like, I mean, you've got like trolls and fairies, right? But then
Trolls
other
and
than
fairies
that,
and shit. Yeah.
You've got like ancient undead, I guess.
And
Okay,
spirits
okay, yeah.
and, like-
You've got some stuff there.
Oh
to
yeah,
play
you
with.
got some stuff.
I was worried because there are so many white supremacists that fall into Nordic history that I was like, how long until you just end up fighting Nazis, though?
Yeah. No, they don't. That does not seem to be a part of this.
Nazi? It does
No,
not
this
seem-
is based on the actual Nordic stuff.
more mythology.
Oh, Eric Jackson was talking about Tales from the Loop. Yeah, there's also Things from the Flood. Yeah, you're right. Because I have Things from the Flood as well. I also have that book. Things from the Flood is the follow-up of Tales from the Loop. So, Tales from the Loop is based on the work of Simon Stålenhag, the artwork. Which makes sense, because, like, the artwork is, like, where it's at. It's crazy. Yeah, Tales from the Flood looks dope, too. The artwork's fire.
You've seen those like highlighter green shorts I have, right? Like the border between yellow and green. I'm mixing some paints right now, combining the Moon Dust yellow with a Citadel Airmood green to try to make that shade, and I think it's coming out nice and
Ooh,
yellow.
you bought a
Nice.
Citadel paint.
Yeah, it's actually, believe it or not, this one was actually sent to me.
By who?
Warp Crate.
Oh, did it come in one of your warp crates?
Yeah, it did. It
Sick.
came in my Christmas or my New Year's Warp Crate.
That's pretty cool.
I finally had to cancel that subscription, but at least I got a paint out of it before it went down.
That's pretty dope. Yeah, I've been seeing this new thing. People they call them paint bunkers, right? And it's for Citadel paint. You stick it in the bunker, like so. It's like a thing. It's like a little thing that holds your paint, and then like the lid snaps underneath like a holder, so it locks the whole thing in place, so you don't spill your paint.
Oh, okay.
Hey there, you makers of fantasy, you mixers of mini paints. What's up, Penguin?
Penguin.
Penguin's been subscribing for 17 months.
Thank you, Penguin. Thank you.
That's sick, dog. That's sick. I can't believe it's been that long. It's crazy.
You are the Penguin.
More like
There's no
the
other-
Penguin.
There's no other Penguin.
There ain't no other penguin.
There ain't no other Penguin. Say there ain't no other Penguin. Say few times I've been around that block. But there ain't no other Penguin. There ain't no other Penguin.
You're gonna get this deleted in Russia, Gary.
I get us deleted in Russia like once a month.
I wonder if that's what that warning was. Maybe we saying something and Russia was like, no.
I think, honestly, that one, it's either a bot, or two, maybe Russians just ban shit so that they can't hear Americans saying things.
Yeah, maybe.
Everyone else is like, what the fuck are they talking about?
Maybe we said like workers' rights or something.
Exactly. Like once a month we get a notice on Facebook that one of our videos gets banned in Russia, and it's always a new video, and we just keep on getting them. We just get one a month. It's been going on for a while now.
It's weird.
Fresh out the box. Banned in Russia. I wonder how many viewers that would get us.
If we were banned in Russia?
Yeah, if we could prove it.
I mean, technically we can prove it.
Banned in Russia.
Banned in Russia!
Like CBD oil.
Let me see if do I have any other skin tone here? Have any exposed skin? I do. My hands and my like elbows are exposed. Yeah, the skin tone's pretty good. Mix the barbarian with the leather. It's pretty good.
Nice.
Too hot for Russia. You're too hot for Russia. Got him.
Nice. Way to go, Jahan.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Here's how I'm coming along. It's not quite wanting to focus, but you can see the colors well enough.
Oh yeah, it looks good. It's pretty. You're coming along pretty quick there.
Yeah, I was worried I might need another miniature. I was like, damn, I could either go into like super detail on this.
Well, there is a lot of detail.
Yeah, there's a lot of belts and stuff.
Because like your belt, and then you're wearing, you have like plate mail on your thighs.
Yes, I saw that. I was thinking I was going to do that with, I pulled out some browns. I pulled out leather brown, and I pulled out brown. And I think I'm going to try to make it look like a cardboard box. Like it's made of cardboard armor.
I don't know if you can tell, but your left hand, right?
It has some gumballs in it.
Those are dice.
It has dice in it.
Yeah.
I was gonna do the armor on the hips maybe as cardboard, and then even the shield on the back I might do to make it look like it's a cardboard box and try to paint fresh out the box on it.
That could be cool.
Or just like maybe just like a little exploding box or something.
Your mini says fresh out the box on the bottom.
Oh look, it does. There's an FOTB down there.
Yeah.
I
forgot to put it on mine.
Whoops, that makes it official.
Yep. Yeah, I have unlicensed merch over here. Unlicensed merch over here?
The guy who created the merch.
Yep. I create unlicensed merch of my own merch. Be fun.
Hey, look at that. I get
myself.
credit for having a big brain. I love that. Thanks for complimenting me. It's one of my favorite things in the world is being complimented.
I want to give Gary credit for last night when he recognized that I just put mashup ed names and criminal intents. The size of the frontal lobes on that guy. He is awesome. I don't know what that means.
Remember when the Jahander-handed guy?
No, I mean, I don't know what awesome means.
Oh, it's like awesome but underwater.
Oh, okay, cool. Makes sense. I was being a shit. Sorry, Penguin.
No.
You know I'm a shit. Penguin knows I'm a shit. It's okay.
All right, so let's do some brown. Let's go my dark brown first, and then I'll do a lot of light brown dry brushing on top to cover up all the dark brown. But cardboard always kind of has that crinkled look where it's darker underneath. Come on, brown paint.
Cardboard's kind of hard to mimic, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do lines probably too. Luckily, the armor already has the lines on it, so mostly all I have to do is the brown weathering, and that should do the effect on its own if I'm lucky.
Painting my own elbow. Jenny said, always the shit. Sure.
This is what God does. He just sits up in heaven painting little mini people all the time.
Yep. Sounds like a plan.
The real God I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Not the fake one. Not the fake one from the stories.
Yeah, the real God.
Yeah, the real one.
Well, he's definitely not curing cancer, so, you know, he could be paying minis.
Yeah, or helping anyone do anything, really.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch that show where Daniel Radcliffe is working for God and God is Steve Buscemi?
I've seen a little bit of it.
The first season is really funny, and then it really falls off. Miracle Workers is what it's called.
I'm Jahander-handed? Yeah, I mean... Yeah, it's not true. I'm nicer-handed. I'm nice. You guys, with your imaginations.
I don't know. If the only two options are nice or mean, then yeah, you're nice.
Yeah. Exactly. So I'm not mean.
Yeah, exactly. If those are the only two choices, yeah, he's a nice guy.
As opposed to if there was like
I feel like if anyone asked, I'd be like, he's nice enough, but he'd probably rather not talk to you.
I mean, that's true. That's fair. If I have to talk to you, I'll be nice. But I'm pretty antisocial, yeah.
Fucking love having social anxiety because I'm such a social person. I just want to be out fucking talking to people all the time. But then I go out and I start like getting the tremors and the shakes and crying and throwing up, and I'm like, oh, I gotta go back home.
Nice.
That wasn't as fun as I thought.
Yeah.
But I love it, man. I love people. People are great.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I like people. They could be alright, I guess. Sometimes in small doses. I'm just kidding, I don't like people.
Yeah, I was like, I like how as you were doing that, it was getting less and less.
Yeah.
I like people. They're alright in small doses. Less and less and less.
And then I'm just kidding, I don't like people.
Yeah, not at all. No.
Maybe the real guys watching us like a Twitch subscription segue into subscribe to Fresh Out the Box. Yeah,
The real
subscribe.
God is watching
everybody.
us like an OnlyFans subscription. Subscribe to Fresh Out the Box.
Yeah, God's a pervert. Watching us touch our willies and stuff.
It's like, oh yeah, do it, my children.
That spot's hard to get with paint. I don't know why, but it is. Time for dinner. Have fun painting the minis. Have a good one, Eric Jackson. Enjoy your
We
dinner.
will. Thank you. Thanks, Eric Jackson.
I hope you like your dinner. Cause I
Man,
love people.
what did you have for dinner, John? People?
Yeah, pizza though.
Oh, people flavored pizza.
Yeah. You were very nice. That name was one of the 28 family members your brother made. Yeah, I know. I'm just fucking with you. I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it. Jahan Durand. No, I like Jahan Duranded. I was just being Jahan Duranded. I'm sorry. Nah, I just like to fuck with people, dude.
Yes, exactly. I was fucking with Johan right before the stream started.
Yeah, Penguin, feel free to test me in the future, but I tend to remember things on stream a lot. Like, we've been doing this for 2 years. I remember, like, all the games. Like, at least to a certain extent. I don't think... I can't... I'm not at the point where I could, like, recreate them, like, word for word or anything, but I remember most of our shit. For whatever reason, when it comes to this kind of stuff, I have a good memory.
I don't remember anything ever.
Yeah. It happens, man.
I gave up on everything, on remembering anything ever.
Yeah, that's fair.
For years, I carried those little pocket notebooks around. I carried two. I carried one to write down stuff that I thought was funny and jokes and stuff, then I carried one for work to write everything else down. Because there's no way you can keep all that shit in your head. Too many names and phone numbers and addresses.
Oh, yeah, I can't remember shit like that. I can't remember names and phone numbers and addresses for shit.
Funny, I usually remember, like, people. I'm like, remember when we met that guy at that place? And I can describe everything about him. You know, we met the guy. He was doing the thing.
Penguin does the same thing, keeps notes. Yeah, you are my personal name generator, bud. That's you.
That's funny. It's like, how do you come up with names for your campaign and you just give them Penguin's email address?
Yeah, it's Penguin. Penguin's a thing.
Come by our chat, talk to Avenging Penguin. He'll come up with some names
That
for your
comes
game.
up with names. A name of things. I name you Thing Namer. The name of the things.
You know how every culture has has different everything, you know what I mean? Like dating way back, you have different customs and all that different stuff. You should have.
I don't.
You don't know about that? You never heard about that before?
What are you talking about? Cultures?
In one of your campaigns, you should have the city namer who names everyone's kids for them, and could be a nod to Avenging Penguin.
That'd be good. I feel like that's a thing.
It's probably a thing.
I feel like there's certain cultures that do that.
Well, we don't want to insult the culture, so we'll just make it up ourselves.
In North Korea, you can only pick from a list of names.
In North Korea, your name is Kim Jong something.
I don't actually think you could do that.
No, probably not. It's probably the one thing you can't do.
Well, I mean,
Well,
there's lots of
I
things.
guess, I guess there's a long list of things you can't do, like eat grass out of the public park, or escape.
Well, you can also only have certain haircuts, wear certain clothes. Like, they seriously have government-approved haircuts.
Yeah, you have to have the Kim Jong-un haircut.
No,
Well,
I don't.
did.
I think specifically you cannot have that one.
For a few years, you had to have that haircut. I don't
Really?
know where
Yeah,
they're
that's
at.
fucked
I
up.
don't know where they're at now, but he was like, my haircut's so dope, you need to look like me.
I mean, that's kind of funny. But then he realized everyone wore it better, so he's like, okay, stop.
Okay, no more haircut.
No more haircuts.
I was watching a documentary yesterday about the Malaysian flight 370 that went missing. There's like a docu-series on Netflix, and it's a lot of fun. But I love that kind of speculation, mystery stuff.
Yeah.
But the cover-up from the Malaysian government is like insane. It's some next level stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It was funny when they had all the different search parties out and they were searching like the northeast side of the island and the west side of the island. And the reporters are like, it seems like you guys don't know where it's at and you just don't know what you're doing. And the prime minister's like, no, that's not the case. The fact of the matter is that we are confused. And that was the end of the speech. It's like, well, yeah, that's pretty much what that reporter just said. You guys seem like you're confused.
Yeah.
How do you lose a plane? But the answer, in short, after watching the docu-series, appears to be inside job. The captain done did it.
Yeah. Yeah, there's that one that, like, the captain was, like, he just, like, straight up deliberately tanked it into the fucking, like, mountain.
They were describing how, like, you can, as a pilot, you can, drop the oxygen masks for everybody, but the cab oxygen masks only last for, like, 15 minutes or so.
Yeah.
And the pilot one can last for hours and hours and hours. So all you have to do is fly into the upper atmosphere, drop the masks, and everybody passes out, and then you can come right back down and do whatever dirty deeds you want to as a hijacker.
Damn.
Yeah, I was like, oh, that's cool. That's a cool thing to know for our campaigns.
Well, this stream might get canceled in America. Watch out. You guys want to know how to hijack?
Don't worry, I learned all of this from Netflix, so none of this is like insider news.
Yeah, that's fair.
But I figured that would be a cool thing to keep in our minds for fantasy games or modern games.
Yeah.
We've never done like a plane hijacking thing. That could be fun.
I don't think I want to run that game, but...
Well, not a commercial plane.
Oh, okay.
We could jump on like a bad guy's private military jet, fly into the upper atmosphere, and knock everybody out.
We do like Con Air or something.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's okay. But yeah, the Iranian guy is not running a commercial plane hijacking game. Just for the record.
Oh, man. So I want you guys to just pick an airline. Any airline will do. Just pick one and tell me. Okay, now we're at the airport and you guys are stealing their plane. Nothing but innocent people on board.
Oh, knock, knock, knock. Who's at my door?
It's the Department of Homeland Security.
Oh, hi, next door neighbor. I didn't know you were an undercover CIA assigned to watch my family. For years, you say?
That's the one who they wouldn't let the kids play with you?
They moved.
Well, then it sounds like the FBI guy watching your family moved.
There was two sets of families that moved. One of them wouldn't let their kids play with me because my dad was Muslim. That was before 9/11. And then the other family, my little brother was friends with the little boy there. And after 9/11, they said they didn't feel comfortable living next to us.
And then they moved?
And then they moved.
Wow.
Yep. Yep. Straight up racist.
I mean this with the utmost respect, and I only say it, I only phrase it this way because you're my friend.
Oh boy. Okay.
But you guys aren't like turban Iranians. You're not like scary to the neighbors.
There's no such thing. We don't wear turbans.
So that's the thing, right? That's Americans want to be really scared of like the brown guy from the Middle East, but that's not what Iranians are. Like they're like scared of an Afghanistani stereotype out of Iranian people. It's really funny.
Yeah.
Me. Not haha funny, but sad funny.
Well, they're just terrified of, Muslims.
But you're what I'm trying to say is you're not the kind of brown people that are scary to white people.
Not on the face of it, no, but they're when it comes down to it, once they find out, they're like, oh.
Yeah, you know how white people be.
I do know how white people be.
At the end of it all.
Where's my... Well, at least if they are watching you, then you know they have to subscribe to your channel. Yeah, that'd be nice. I had to cut something off of my mini. There's a little spur thing. Man, I have no ass on this guy. It's fucking weird. Like, my butt just stops suddenly. It's a very sudden butt stop.
And that's a shame, because you got donk.
I got donk, dude. I got mad donk. Some people call me Dr. Donk.
That's what I used to call you before I learned your name.
Mm-hmm. 'Tis my name. Dr. Donk. Paging Dr. Donk. Needed for a smack bottom.
You're the guy who comes in to spank the babies.
Pretty funny. Although it'd be funnier if it was Jeff Goldblum.
It was just what?
If it was Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah, it would.
That's a way funnier person to spank babies. Well, you see, welcome to life. It's all around us. I guess so weird, man.
He is. I love his Disney Plus show.
So weird.
You watch that Disney Plus show?
Nah, dog.
The one where he's just doing stuff?
Nah, I didn't watch it.
You should, but just because he's just weird.
He is weird. I like him. He's cool.
The bicycle episode's pretty good. He goes to like a German designer bicycle factory and accidentally knocks over like some of their display shit because he just can't help but touch everything.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good.
He always acts like he's rolling. Shit's hilarious.
I feel like he's always on ecstasy or Molly or something.
Yeah, that's what rolling means. You ever heard that term?
I didn't actually hear what you said.
Oh, I said, yeah, he's always acting like he's rolling.
Yeah, he really is.
It's weird watching this mini happen because, like, I'm just painting the leather and my skin, and like it's like popping out, man. It's like, oh look,
It's happening.
there's a guy there. Look at that guy.
Look at that little fella.
Look at this wee lad.
Let's get up in that crotch, girl.
Here's the thing I'll say about these minis, right? There are some details that show up on the online that are not showing up here.
Really?
Oh yeah. Like my hood has like a slight pattern on it, like an indented pattern.
Mm-hmm.
That is not on my mini.
Mine is, mine's very detailed. Mine looks really good.
Mine's very detailed too, but there are a couple of things here and there that aren't quite right.
Man, that's shots fired at Hero Forge.
I mean, honestly, the detail I'm primarily missing is like very minuscule. I'm a
wonder
mixed
if that's
French,
the
Scottish,
type of
Irish,
thing-
and Mexican, but I look like an average white guy.
I wonder if that's the type of thing that would show up on the larger, like the 32 millimeter.
Yes, I also do not like white supremacists. I bet you pick them. Yeah, no, yeah. I mean, you know, minorities encounter racism every day, dog. It's all good. I feel like I haven't in a little while. It's been alright. I mean, you know, I say that, but like, it has been directed at me, mostly. But I still hear it. Like, at work, every now and again, you hear people talking, and you're like, oh boy. You know. Yeah, I just wish people wouldn't say shit like that, especially at work. Because I'm not gonna, I'm just, you know, I'm just gonna fucking ignore and fucking go away. Because they're just talking amongst each other. I don't know, man. It's just, they haven't said anything too bad. But, like, I can hear, like, the edges of it. I don't like it. Yeah, art can translate anything, yeah, that's fair. And, you know, in some cases, you know, you can separate the art from the artist in certain cases, but, you know, like, with H.P. Lovecraft, you know, he's fucking dead. So, like, it's kind of easier, blah, blah, blah. But, like, with, like, J.K. Rowling, it's a little harder. Especially because she's actively engaged, you know what I mean? Like, oh boy. But I don't want to get into that. Don't want to get into that.
No, we can dodge that one.
Yeah. I mean, I'm honestly
Poor,
just
I feel
fucking-
bad for Daniel Radcliffe. You know, he's put in a weird position where his fandom is put in a weird position, and he's one of the ones who I feel bad for. Fuck J.K. Rowling, but no, he wants to still support the fans of his work while also still not supporting what she says.
I mean, he definitely doesn't support what she says, but yeah,
Yeah,
it's weird.
I've seen him say that, you know, the world she created is not her, you know, and the happiness it's brought to people, she can't take it away with what she says.
I just realized, I don't know when this
Good job, Danny.
Huh. My staff is, like, missing the top part of it.
Uh-oh.
I just realized that. Well, I mean, I don't know if it was ever there. Or if I broke it at some point. Kind of sucks. Whatever. It is what it is.
Looking good over here. We're gonna need to make those sandals pink. I got some flip-flops on my guy, and I'm not even sure if you can have flippy floppies if they ain't pink.
I don't know what color to do a lot of this shit.
I was staring at mine for like 20 minutes before we got started today, trying to visualize what colors went where.
Yeah.
It's actually one of the longest parts of a project for me. Is I'll just prime a mini and stare at it for like 3 days. I'll just pick it up and put it back down and be like, I don't know yet.
Yeah. It's a good process, probably.
I know a lot of people, they have like color palettes in mind, and for months they'll be putting them into like apps and stuff and painting their armies in the app, trying to figure out exactly what they want. And that's not me, man. I don't figure it out until it's in my hand and primed.
Yeah. I'll figure it out until I paint it.
Winging it, the true improv.
I'm always winging it, dude. If I think about stuff too long, it just goes bad.
Mm-hmm. Wing everything always. Yes. Life is an improv skit.
Life is an improv skit. I'm being booed off stage.
There's no right answer. It's just yes and to the other person, and you got to try to figure it out and do the thing. These pink flip-flops look better than I thought.
The pink flip-flops sound like they work. Daniel Radcliffe is an exceptional actor. Have you seen Guns Akimbo? No, I have not seen Guns Akimbo, but I am aware of it. It looks pretty cool.
I think I actually did see it.
Looks pretty cool. I like Daniel Radcliffe. I saw the Weird Al movie. That shit rocked.
That was funny.
The Weird Al movie was great, dude.
The movie was outrageously funny.
It was so
It really, like, in hindsight, I'm like, man, that was a piece of trash, but, like, I almost can't wait to watch it again.
Yeah.
Like, it was trash, but everybody involved knew it.
I mean, I don't think it was trash. It was a spoof comedy, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I guess you're right. It's pretty bad, though.
I mean, I feel like it was exactly what they wanted it to be.
Yes, but Weird Al has that Weird Al sense of humor.
Yeah. Now, I was dying, dude. I was fucking dying that whole time. I was laughing my ass off.
I need to watch it again. I was a huge Weird Al fan as a kid.
The part where he, like, is like, "Oh, who's the hungry one? Hungry one. Someone wants a piece of my belonging." And then, like, fucking, like, they were all, like, in awe.
Mm-hmm.
That's so funny. Oh, so I missed the first part of the show. What minis are you both painting? Oh, yeah. We're painting... I bought... I got Gary a miniature of himself for his birthday. And I got myself one of me as well, so that we could paint him on stream. Made him on Hero Forge. I can show better... I can show it better, too, if you want to see it. I was just kind of waiting for someone to actually want to see them before I bothered to show the close-ups. There you go. So that's me. This is my miniature. The whole top part of the staff is not there. That's kind of annoying. I don't know if it broke off of the box. I don't remember if it was ever there. Or if I snapped it off somewhere. Like if I dropped it or something. But that's mine. I got a D20 by my feet and a little baby dragon. Here's Gary's. He's got a D20 and a spray paint can. He's got a chain sword, shield. Cool shit. Holding dice. So, oh. Boom! pretty sick. I designed them both and then ordered them and had Gary sent to him. So
Yeah. And now they're getting painted with our hands.
now they're getting paid, just like all according to plan, dog. All according to plan.
I don't know what color to make these straps on my shield.
Straps on your shield? You mean the ones holding it to your back?
Correct.
Just like a leather, you know? Leather strap. I feel like it'll look
Even
good.
just a leather color?
Yeah.
I was thinking maybe like some black and yellow caution tape.
I mean, you can do that if you want. It'll kind of look more like a seatbelt strap that way.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of cool. I'm into that.
I'm into that too. Let's start with some yeller. Is this yeller? Yeah, this yeller might be the wrong shade. That's okay. I could just squeeze a little bit of flesh tone in there and call it a day. Let's just pretend that this is going to work.
Yeah. Yeah, mine's taking shape, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
You can see the browns and the skins.
Mm-hmm.
Now I just gotta do... I don't do with the clothes. I don't know what color shirt I should do. Supposedly, I look good in red.
Bro, you look good no matter what you wear.
I appreciate it.
No problem.
I appreciate it. I'll remember that next time I'm vomiting and crying in the mirror because of how hideous I am.
No problem. Oh yeah, this yellow is definitely going to need a little bit of flesh tone to balance that out. It's too thin. Maybe it doesn't even look yellow.
Yeah, I'll go dragon red on my shirt.
Dragon Red's not a bad one. I like Dragon Red.
You ever seen Pat Sajak do his Scooby-Doo impression?
Nope. I don't even know who Pat Sajak is.
The host of Wheel of Fortune.
Is this something you're about to make me see?
I can just do it.
Oh yeah, do it.
They had a Scooby-Doo puzzle. Like it was like related to Scooby. I think it was Shaggy and Scooby-Doo was the answer to the puzzle. And he walked up to the guy that solved it. Was like, I got one thing to say to you, and he went, oh.
He just coughed at him, licked at him.
It was really bad.
That's not a thing.
It was so bad. It was really funny though. You can find that on the internet. Like it's like he doesn't know what Scooby-Doo sounds like at all. That dude's confident though. I'll give him that. I'll give him points for sheer. It's like I can do Scooby-Doo.
He's never seen an episode in his life.
He has no idea. Scooby-Doo, what is that? Some sort of beaver? Arr, 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 arr. So dumb, dude. It's so funny. No, Jenny and her family really like Wheel of Fortune, so. Yeah. Wheel of Fortune. Whenever me and Jenny go to like an arcade or like Dave & Buster's or something, she always has to play the Wheel of Fortune game.
Bro, we won a lot of points off the millionaire game.
Oh yeah.
It's not the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, but the one where you pick the case.
Deal or No Deal.
Deal or No Deal. We won so much points off Dave & Buster's Deal or No Deal.
Yeah. People cheated that shit. You can
the real version or what?
No, the
Game.
The video game, because like they shuffle the cases around, but they actually shuffle the cases around so you can follow it, and so people will record it with their phone and do it in slow mo.
Wow.
Yeah. It's funny.
Yeah, I wonder why they actually shuffle the cases around. It seems like the randomizer would work just as well.
I think because you're supposed to be able to try to follow them. I don't know. Maybe it's something because like sometimes like gambling associations and stuff get in to that kind of thing when you can win prizes. And so maybe there has to be a chance that you can follow it or something. Maybe you're not allowed to randomize it. Might be illegal.
That'd be neat. The mayor of Nerdtropolis just texted us. What do you think he's talking about? I think he said Batman, but I'm not sure.
Mayor of Nerdtropolis. What do you want, Mayor?
What do you want, Sean Tajapur, mayor of Nerdtropolis?
My fellow Persian.
Yeah, that's right.
Amazing experience to attend the world premiere of Dungeons & Dragons movie at South by Southwest with the entire cast in attendance.
Oh, dude.
He's sending pictures of him with Chris Pine.
What a jerk.
Yeah.
Sounds like he's having a good weekend.
He's having a good weekend. Yeah. We know cool people.
Yeah, I noticed that the other day whenever Sean was doing that, and then Ben has the NDA for a Capcom project he's working on. I was like, bro, we know cool people.
Yeah, we do. We know, like, industry folk. I don't know, it's kind of weird. I'm always worried. I don't know, man. Like, I don't want... Because, like, I'm already friends with these people. I don't want them to be like, oh, John just likes me because I'm famous. Like, can I just, like, keep liking you? Like, you know? Like,
Yeah, that's
I'm
what,
always
like,
worried
man, like,
about that.
yeah, same. Like, can I invite Ben on the channel still? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, he's famous now. Is he still our friend?
Yeah.
And I think the answer to that's yes.
I think the answer is yes. I mean, he's pretty down to earth.
Yeah, Ben's awesome. Ben's the man. Also, if you live in Texas or New Mexico, you might hear Ben's voice on the radio. He's the voice of Kroger and Smith's. And I don't know how that works with the new acquisition of Albertsons. I don't know if he's going to start doing Albertsons ads too, or if they'll have a new ad guy by then or what.
Yeah.
But he could very well be the voice of Albertsons also. Kroger. Eat fresh. For everyone. That's Ben.
That's Ben. I remember the first time he was on the stream, I thought he sounded way different than he really does because his mic was fucked up and he didn't realize it.
I thought he was just doing a thing, so I didn't say anything.
Yeah, it's funny.
He didn't realize it till after it was over, and his voice was super deep the whole time.
That shit was hilarious.
I
Yeah,
always mean to play more with Joshua from Milestone Play, but we just never... I always forget.
I don't forget. It just feels like we don't have the same time that we used to.
That's true.
Which
We finally fell into a rhythm.
Yeah, we kind of moved away from like the one shots, but I want to do some more. I don't know. We're supposed to do something with Time Lord's wife, but I think we need to plan something with her, like, a few months in advance, because it seems like her schedule fills up quick. Yeah, this red's working. I like it.
Nice.
I'm liking it. Mikey likes it. He doesn't like anything. And now he's dead.
Mikey.
I made a video of me, but I dropped it and broke it. I'm going to get it made with brass so I can have it forever. There you go.
Hell yeah.
That's pretty dope. I have another Hero Forge Benny of an old D&D character. You still have yours? Barnaby?
Maybe.
because they had all of our characters made. Remember?
I wonder where that is.
I know where mine is. Mine's on my shelf, like right over there.
I feel like mine's in my dice box, but I haven't opened my dice box in like 2 years because we've been doing digital stuff.
Yeah. It is probably still there. I think I need to dilute this paint a little more. Diluting my red paint so I can mix it better.
Hell yeah.
It's coming out too streaky, so it needs some water. I'll
Dry
put too
brushing
much.
my belt with yellow. Even though I hate this yellow. I'm using it anyways because I started using it.
And just as I feared, I have added too much water. Adding paint. Got too much paint.
Paint, water, paint, water.
I'll just have like a kiddie pool.
Yeah, I was thinking soon your whole closet's filled up. You're just in there like, send help!
Yeah.
Send help! Too much paint! Too much water!
It's like that, why is my anus bleeding video.
My ass is bleeding! And everybody else is just cheering and dancing.
Wonder if those videos were created by Satan to ruin our generation. You know?
Probably.
Would
I
that
was
be
thinking about it. It's probably the Dark Lord himself.
probably Dark Lord? Yeah. Yeah. My spoon's too big.
The internet is the perfect creation for the Dark Lord.
Yep. Yep. You know, just, you don't have to call him that.
Or our Dark Lord.
Way too much reverence there, bud.
The Supreme.
Oh, jeez.
With that miniature painting macho in the sky. Might be too red. It's starting to look a little Santa-y. You do look a little Santa-y.
Well, you know, I do it for the gram.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Leighton's cool NDA also.
Yeah,
Man.
but that was the one we can't talk about, right?
Yeah, Ben's also.
Yeah. No taki.
I'm just reviewing how cool our friends are inside my head.
Just name dropping.
Just thinking about it, like, fuck, I forgot we knew cool people.
We know cool
So many
people.
cool people.
Yeah. Yeah, we know cool people. I just wish I liked some of them, you know?
Yeah.
What color is Crescent Soar?
It is a maroon, but it really, you want to use it like really sparingly because it kind of looks like a crusted sword unless you're just using it real lightly. It almost has like a texture to it. It's almost shiny.
Gotcha. I gotta do this magic fireball thing I'm holding, so I'm gonna
Crust it up?
No, I'm gonna use Grimoire purple, actually.
Yeah, there you go.
I was looking for a purple.
Do you have Warlock purple also? The one that's really pink?
Yeah, I'm gonna hit the peaks.
Cool.
I'm gonna like highlight. Well, I think so. I think that's the one I want.
Because you can add that one to your purple also, to your first purple, to make it purpler.
Oh, that's not a bad idea. Ew, this came out gross. What the fuck? This paint is like milky. I didn't shake it good enough.
Shake it, shake it, shake it. Oh, oh.
Paint has like a brown in it. It's not like mixing right.
It's weird. It's weird.
I think I need to just say fucking buy one of those like paint mixture things that you just like they vibrate.
I always see people talk about shaking their paint until they get like tennis elbow or carpal tunnel. And I'm like, what are you people doing? You're shaking. How are you shaking your paint so much?
Yeah. This one's coming out like lavender yogurt. It's really weird. I gotta fucking clean this out and try again. This is not. It's not the thing, dog. But at least I remembered to get a roll of paper towels for up here.
Nice. I've been watching some more of those garbage Netflix dating reality shows.
Yeah.
I'm sure Jenny would be proud of us.
Yep.
What's the one we're watching now? We tried watching The Ultimatum. It seemed okay. And now the one we're watching is like a bunch of 20-year-olds who all they want to do is just bone each other's brains out. But every time you kiss or touch or anything, you get fined, and everyone in the house loses money. It's like a shared pool. So that's pretty funny. I wish they were more mad at each other for it, because I could imagine like handcuffing myself to another guy and being like, that's it, bro, no more kissing. You're costing us too much fucking money. You're handcuffed to me now. But nobody takes it that seriously.
Well, yeah, because the real prize is the sex.
Yeah, buddy. And it always has been since the dawn of time.
Yep. Yeah, this Grimoire purple is not fucking mixing, dude. Okay, I think it's mixed one. But, yeah, it is not as purple as I want it to be, so I'll take your advice. Well,
yeah, I usually use the alien purple.
Alien purple would be better.
Bluebies! Hello, the wife.
Haha. Yep, that's what I'm looking for. Yep. I forgot about Alien Pearl. I was like, I know there's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
I grabbed Grimoire and I was like, oh, this must be the one I was thinking of. Nope.
No, Grimoire is not my favorite purple in the world.
I don't like it. Hitting this little magic fireball with this purple. Gonna let it dry and then I'll try to hit some details with a different color. But yeah. Yeah. I mean, this is looking alright. I'm not mad at it.
No, mine's looking pretty good. I feel like I just keep going over the same steps, though, and I can move on to some other stuff, but I'm really trying to...
Normally, that's me, but this time I'm just moving on and on and on.
That's funny.
Yeah. I'm letting some stuff dry, though. I'm going to take a quick little break from the paints.
Take a couple of pictures of mine real quick, and then... Because it's always hard for me to show you guys my progress.
Like, emotionally?
Yeah, absolutely. Especially all the backsliding I do.
Bro, I got a work email, like, last week. I'm already getting spam. I haven't given it anywhere. I don't know how they got my email.
That's funny.
But, like, I'm already... Like, I haven't put it in anywhere. I don't use it for anything yet, really, and... I'm already getting it.
Alright, let me shoot this little guy onto Discord real quick. Boom! Photo sharing. Select more photos. This little guy. Boom. Share this little guy.
Oh, shit, that little guy goes to market. Oh, yeah, look at that.
I know what I'm doing next. After looking at that picture, I'm going to do the little dice real quick.
Here you go, viewers. 'Tis Gary.
His eye.
Why is that? I know why that color scheme's familiar. You're fucking dressed like Patrick Starfish, dog.
That's because I am. I mean, I'm like a human Patrick Star.
Oh,
Oh,
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob?
Yes, Patrick. Ah! Mr. Krabs. SpongeBob's great.
Yeah, it is.
I like SpongeBob.
SpongeBob go hard, bro.
This shit was funny when they were like, yeah, SpongeBob's gay. And everyone was like, what? It's like, yeah, come on, man. SpongeBob's pretty gay, dog. It's all good. Like, you're surprised? It's pretty funny.
The only thing I want to see is SpongeBob stub his toe. Oh, fuck. I'm killing myself over here. I better stop. You know,
thanks, Penguin.
I'm glad that we don't have to, well, it's not that I'm glad. I'm excited to see who the next voice actor is that's going to be in all the cartoons, since Justin Roiland is a monster, allegedly.
Oh, no, not allegedly. He was convicted.
Yeah, but we have to say allegedly, don't we?
No, not if they're convicted.
Ha! Did he, like, just get convicted? Did I miss that? Good for him.
No, that's when the news, like, surfaced. That's when he got convicted.
Oh, I thought that was just...
No, it's been public knowledge that he's been going through that. It just wasn't, like, no one was really saying much about it because it was just speculative, but now he was convicted, so, yeah. Yeah, fuck Justin Roiland. But yeah, I don't think you have to say allegedly. I don't know, I'm not a lawyer, but, you know.
I'm also not a lawyer, I just don't want our show to get sued, and I saw that Brett Favre was suing the show for what they said about him, and so then they started saying allegedly before anything. And so, I think as long as we preface our stuff with allegedly, they can't touch us.
Yeah.
Don't sue our show, we're not worth anything.
I mean, that's not usually the point.
Well, I'm just asking the people out there, please don't sue us.
Gotcha.
I don't want to go to court. Do you want to go to court?
Yes.
Oh, fuck it, let's sue John. want nothing to do with that business.
Yeah, court sucks, Doug. It's no fun.
Mm-mm. Did you know I had to testify, like, once ever as a police officer?
Oh, nice.
All of my cases, there was no reason to fight them. Nobody ever went to court.
Yeah.
The only time I had to testify in court was in a family dispute over a child, over who I thought the child should be placed with.
Oh.
But other than that, I got called down for like one DWI, but then she pleaded guilty anyways before I even had to go to court.
No.
Easy, man. I lucked out my whole career. I never had to do the court testimony crap.
Nice.
That's what happens when you do good, clean work.
Yeah.
Oh, may I have a coffee before you run too far? Nice. Thank you, though.
Painting this guy right now. He is cool.
Making this guy right now, talking fast, smoking grass and eating ass. Thank you. Coffee. I got this coffee cup from Yummy Joy ATX. It's a candy store in Austin.
Oh, nice. Maybe I'll go there. My mom's going there tomorrow. She's going to Austin.
Nice. I like getting cups at the places I go. I'm a mug collector.
Yeah, it's a good thing to collect. I like to get the pressed pennies.
Oh, you're a pressed pennies guy.
Yeah, I get them, and then I always forget to put them in my book, and then so I just lose them. That's what I do.
Man.
Can't have cool stuff when you're trash, buddy.
Yes.
What? Yeah, I guess there's still some purple on this. Go away, purple. Be gone, thoughts. I am a man of God.
Get out of here, you purple hoe.
Yeah. How dare you still be wet brush? How fucking dare you? Don't you know I'm trying to paint? Think Da Vinci's brushes were always wet? Probably. Dude had soaking wet brushes.
Yeah, he did.
He
The
had,
dude was born soaking wet, though.
yeah, he had WBE, wet brush energy, you know?
You know who else has wet brush energy is Rick DeSantis.
Bro, you know what's funny about that? Wait, are you talking about DeSantis, the Florida governor?
Yeah.
It's funny because he was introduced recently by a sycophant that called
That's all bad.
that said that he's got BDE. You guys know what that is?
And if you don't know what BD is, ask your kids.
I also heard that during the Republican convention, wherever that was held, grinder usage went through the roof. So pretty funny. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's true. I didn't look into it, but it was a funny meme, anyways.
You could tell when they're in town.
Yes, you can.
Republicans can't go to the gay bar in the town that they're from because their kids will shoot it up.
Oh, fuck. That's fucked up. Fucking Republicans. What's up, Mr. Ty? How's it going, bud?
What a great time to come in.
I think it was literally the first thing he heard. It's funny.
Whoops.
I don't think we'll get an argument for Dungeons and Dragons.
I don't think so either. Oh, fuck yeah.
That dude's ally.
There's like a 95% chance I'm going to go get some coffee and hang out with Dungeon Master Ty here in a couple months.
Oh, where at?
Ty's coming through town on vacation. We're going to meet up and hang out. I don't know what we're going to do. I figured we'll go get some coffee, maybe walk around the park. I don't know if Ty smokes, but if Ty smokes, we'll probably smoke a bowl, hang out, shoot the breeze.
Nice. It's pretty good. Doing pretty good
Yeah.
surviving this ungodly weather. Yeah, what's going on over there right now? Is it snowing or is it hot as fuck? Could be either one right now, huh?
Storming again. It's raining so bad that they're going to slide off the fucking face of the planet.
Well, you know.
You know my dickhead friend who lives in San Francisco? He's doing the same thing again that he did last time when it flooded, which is unflooding his pool so that his house doesn't flood, so that everybody downhill floods. Draining his pool during the storm instead of doing it a week before.
That's dope.
Yeah, he does that every time the storms come through.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, my dickhead friend.
Yeah,
You know
he's
exactly.
a huge piece of shit. Yeah, I hate him.
He's a piece. He's a piece.
Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Like, who's Gary, though? It's a huge piece of shit, California. Oh, yeah. There it is. Yep. I put that person far, far from my mind.
Good. It's raining on top of the snow. Oh, gross. Oh, man. That's going to be nasty.
It's called a German reach around.
When you get rain on top of the snow like that, that's when you start getting a lot of mudslides and landslides and shit because of all the extra weight. The snow is already shifting all the rocks and everything that it's been building up on all winter, and then you add a flash storm to that and start soaking through, it'll start moving huge mounds of earth all at once.
And we had all the fires, so there's nothing to hold the debris.
Oh, shit. Yep. That's a really good chain of events. So you're just going to get all of it just rushing down the hill. I'll be surprised if we don't see some landslides soon.
Yeah.
You know, California and Oregon have always been very good. Washington, too. They're very good at landslides. They're fucking semi-professional landslides going on up there.
Semi-professional?
They might be top tier, honestly. They might be the Super Bowl of landslides.
It's fair.
California's the poster child for climate change. Yeah, that's because it's so long. It's so tall and long that you're in all the environments, so you get to see what every different piece of climate change looks like. Here's what the desert looks like. Here's what the snow looks like. Here's what the ocean looks like. Here's what pollution looks like.
I mean, you say poster child for climate change, but Republicans say poster child for God-hating liberals.
Poster child. That's how you get Arnold Schwarzenegger as a president. California would have let it happen, I think.
No.
I might go grab me another yellow that's more yellowish.
Ooh, a yellowish
like-
yellow.
Yeah, I don't really like the way this moon dust came out.
It's
was
good,
little
because
too
you're a
pale.
yellowish yellow kind of fellow. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I feel like there's something to be offended about in there, but I'm not gonna.
Offended about.
Yeah, like, maybe you're calling me a coward on the down low.
Ah, okay.
It's on the you're a yellow fella. You're the yellowest fella in the West.
I mean, I'll just call you a cat.
I just farted and pretended the chair was your mouth.
Oh, good.
Yeah, get that stank up on them lips.
Good. It's good.
I'll be right back.
But like cotton candy fascists. Extreme conservatives are just fascists. That's not an overstatement. No, yeah, I agree. Yeah, you're not gonna. Yeah, don't worry. We're singing the same songs here, buddy. Don't you worry. They're songs of freedom. Nah, man, I'm same page, dog. Same page. I'm one of them bleeding heart liberals. You know what I mean? I just want people to, be treated with dignity, whatever that means. Know what I'm saying, buddy? Know what I'm saying? Yeah, the core of the Republican Party is they're just Nazis right now, so it's all good. Snagsa? What does that mean, babe? Sna. So I don't know what you're saying. I'm fairly agnostic across the board, but yes, let's be good to each other. I am not agnostic. Sna Sabra. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Sna Sabra. No, yeah, I know what you mean. I mean, like, I get it. Most people don't want to claim the Democrats either, but, And, like, I get it, but... if you're thirsty and someone offers you tap water out of the bathroom, sometimes you just gotta take a sip, I feel like it's a good analogy for the Democratic Party. It's bathroom tap water. But I'd rather drink that than out of the toilet. You know what I'm saying?
What great timing to come back. I'd rather drink that than out of the toilet.
Yeah.
The hell did I miss?
That was a metaphor.
You guys weren't doing toilet drinking while I was gone?
No, I was. Democrats are tap water out of the bathroom sink.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd rather drink that than out of the toilet.
Yep. No, you're not wrong. Also, I thought I was just missing the toilet drinking, and I love drinking toilet water. So if you guys are going to do that, I just ask that you don't do that without me.
Yeah. Let's see. Anyway, as an educator type, I just encourage most students to be intellectually flexible. I mean, yeah. You don't want to mindlessly follow ethos, yeah. On either side, sure. Sure.
Yeah, we live in a day and age when you don't have to just take somebody's word for anything. You could take out your phone and Google it and take 15 minutes forming a fucking opinion.
Yeah.
A little bit of research goes a long way.
A little bit of research goes a long way. But yeah, anyway. Shit. I'm going to build a Fate Worm lair for New Avarden. That sounds dope. I want to check that out. Do you mean like right now? Like you're doing that right now?
Worm lair?
Fate Worm, yeah. Worm of Fate.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, battle map. That's cool. That's sick. Sick. Do you do art? Or are you going to use a program or something? Or what are you doing? That's another stream that I've thought about doing, is doing like Canva, or not Canva, Incarnate, is it Incarnate? The map building program. I use so many damn programs these days, I forget them all. Incarnate, yeah, there you go, yeah. Oh, are you using that for battle maps too? Oh, cool. How does licensing work on that? Do you like, just have to like, I guess you just have to tag on their license in the book or credit or whatever, but... Yeah, I hear Aaron makes mad maps. If you pay, you can use it for commercial. Oh yeah, I have a subscription to Incarnate, so that's cool. Like, I don't know, there's a bunch of stuff I want to do. Like we've been wanting to do like Patreon and stuff, and like I thought maybe like a map could be a good reward every now and again. But the whole problem with all that is I've just become so freaking busy. It's just hard to add stuff like that. Players love maps. That's true. That's true. Yeah, I wish I was the DM that had like a map every session and like tokens and stuff like that, but in person I can be. Online, if I was running one game a week, then I could do that, but Yeah, doing 3 to 4 streams every week. It's just too hard. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. 4 streams a week, bro. Yeah.
It's also our format, you know.
It's also our format. No.
Yeah, even if we had players like upload their own tokens and their own art and their own stuff, by the time we had it all done, we'd be moving on to the next game, to the next characters, to the next players, to the next thing.
Yeah. We do some like somewhat long form stuff, but not like really long form.
Yeah, I think that would take like, yeah, that's how we got it set up. We'd be moving on, I would think, most of the time.
Yeah. Yeah, for this new Fantasy Age run, I'm actually gonna try to, because I tried to put some work into this one. And, you know, I did some map making and some like lore conception and like tried to come up with some stuff, but I ran out of time. And then you guys didn't play where I designed, which is fine. I know I bring it up a lot, but I'm not actually bitter.
Players always do that. Campaign starts, go get on a boat and go to the other side of the fucking world.
Players do that shit. Yeah. Nah, I've been thinking like should I just landlock you guys? Like, what do I do? But that's literally the second time I've designed a fantasy setting and had my players immediately beeline for the coast, literally steal a boat, and then go away. And it's like, oh, cool. Yeah, I look forward to the new Fantasy Age stuff. And I'm interested to see what everyone makes and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I have no thoughts or concepts right now for my Fantasy Age character.
Yeah, that's fair. I'd be surprised if we did. I mean, we literally just talked about it, yesterday?
I got to play an Illusion Wizard this time around, which is one of my, if I'm going to be a wizard, Illusion's one of my favorite class schools to go.
Yeah, it's true. You made an Illusion Wizard before, but you were GMing back then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I like Illusion. Illusion's fun. It's like the most trolly school of magic.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not an Illusion guy. It's not me. Literally, in Dungeons and Dragons past, like, whenever you chose a wizard specialization, right? There's an opposing school that you lose access to because you specialize. And my favorite school of magic is Necromancy, and its antithetical school is Illusion. So, you know,
funny.
Yeah.
You and I have the opposite schools of magic.
We do. We do indeed, sir. We can run the shit out of a wizard school. What up, good. Crab? What's up with you guys tonight? We are painting miniatures of ourselves.
What up, Crab?
This is me, and then Gary has one of him. Necromancy, keeping it real? Necromancy has always been my favorite. Always, always, always. Always, always, always.
Illusion, your boy's an illusion wizard.
Necromancy is my favorite, so much so that I'm actually the inspiration for a Necromancy in a board game. So it's cool. They also changed that character a lot because of like my input during the playtest. It was weird, man. There was this one dude during the playtest, right? That, you know, you're supposed to give feedback about like, oh, this character's too strong, this character's too weak, blah blah blah. These abilities are kind of meh. This one's cool. Maybe you should do this. And there's this one dude that like he had a character that he liked and like would just fight against it being nerfed nonstop and be like, no, it's not too strong. And like, it's like this, what you're doing is not the point of playtesting. What you like, calm down, dog.
That's right.
Calm it down, brother. Calm it down. Me arguing for Mystics in 5e. Mystics like the Psionic Mystics, or because there was a class of Psionic called Mystics, but also Mystics could be other things. So it's great fun to get into the lore of a game. Oh, you said hell yeah, so yes, the Psionic one, cool. Yeah, Psionic, man, Psionics are dope, dude. I don't know, I've always enjoyed. So they're very similar in 3rd edition. They were similar to Magic in the way that they functioned in a lot of ways, but they had power points. Wizards use spell slots typically. Rules was written, and then but they had, it was very similar. But somehow the lore is what made them interesting. The lore kept them very separate. And, like, they interacted funny with each other. And, I don't know, I always liked it. I made a Psionic character that studied Magic. And, I don't know, it was fun.
In 4th edition, they had a handful of Psionic classes.
Yeah.
And one of my favorites, I forget the name, but it was a melee class, and it could, like, hold people. And so I got a spear that had ranged and pinning, and then he would hold people, so I could just like pin and hold people in corners indefinitely with psionic magic and spears until my teammates could kill them, and that was a dirty character.
Yeah. Yes, I also enjoy the whole alien mind freak. As far as like lore goes, for when it comes to psychic powers, I enjoy when they exist because of aliens, or if they exist because of like supernatural things like ghosts being around, like awakening the pathways in the human mind. I don't know. Both ways are cool. I mean, there are other ways, I suppose, like genetics, that kind of thing. But aliens and ghosts,
like chakra alignment. I like that one.
What tabletop do you guys do again? Glad you asked. All of them. We do all of them currently. If you're asking about currently, every other Friday, so next Friday, we do Modern Age, which is a Green Ronin game. Takes place in modern day times, but it is the one that we're doing it in the threefold setting. So it is a like low-key TVA, like multi-dimensional kind of style game. Pretty cool. Like it a lot. Then Thursdays, which are Thursdage, we play Fantasy Age from Green Ronin Publishing as well. I'll circle back to that question here in a second, Crab. I don't know why you're getting me started on Warhammer. I'll go. I will go on Warhammer. I'll tell you all about it. But yeah, so we're doing Fantasy Age on Thursdays. We're probably going to switch that into Fantasy Age version 2. They're coming out with a new book, and they're updating a bunch of stuff, so we're probably going to start a new campaign coming up not too long from now. Wednesdays, currently, we're playing City of Mist, which is a powered by the Apocalypse system. If you don't know what that means, that's okay. Neither do I. I don't really, I don't understand PBTA yet. Not quite. But
oh, that's funny.
Yeah, it's cool. We are eventually going to play the Avatar role-playing game, which is also PBTA, but they're very different.
Not James Cameron's Avatar.
No, not James Cameron's Avatar. The Avatar: Last Airbender. It's Avatar Legends is a TTRPG name by Magpie Games. But yeah, if you want to talk about Warhammer, so the very first actual play that we started was it's about a 25 episode Warhammer fantasy role-playing game actual play. It's all on the YouTube. If you feel like checking it out, be warned. That's the worst quality video that we have.
It was our first.
It was our first.
Where we started. Yeah.
It was first. There's growing pains. Our content's much better now, but the story itself and the game itself are solid. You can see what I was like when I was first GMing online. I was a little more nervous. I don't really. I get that way sometimes, but not like I did before. Yeah, Warhammer. What about Warhammer? So you're looking into Warhammer, but it seems overwhelming to jump into. What do you mean? Are you talking about Warhammer is a huge IP.
Let's first of all say it is overwhelming to jump into.
It is overwhelming.
That's not just you.
It's not just you. No. It's completely reasonable. Warhammer, it started as a tabletop war game. So there is Warhammer Fantasy with magic and monsters, demons, and then there is Warhammer 40K with magic and monsters and demons, and then so there's both of those. One was a space, blah blah blah. Those are the role playing or the war games, right? I got some of those.
It's more like Risk, but everybody needs 3 rule books.
Yeah, it's like Risk. Everybody needs 3 rule books. You need to know stuff. It's pretty involved. It's become very like you gotta pay monies. They're real good at extracting their toll. You know what I mean? They're like EA. It's great. But so that's a tabletop game. Then there's also a whole series. First off, they have a whole like fiction series. It's called the Black Library. You can go check out books in the Black Library. Those are novels from both fantasy and from the 40K stuff. You can read whole books. It's pretty cool. Then there are the video games. Huge video game library. There's like 50 Warhammer games. And then there is the tabletop role-playing game setting. So there is Warhammer Fantasy role-playing game, which is Wolfrump. I believe the latest edition is 4th edition, which is what we played. And then there is Age of Sigmar, I believe is what the other one's called. That one's different. I might be
Age of Sigmar
wrong
is
about
now
that.
What Fantasy has been replaced by. Fantasy has been retired, and Age of Sigmar is the new Fantasy version with round bases. But they have re-announced
Yeah, they used to have square
Fantasy.
bases, yeah.
They re-announced Fantasy. Fantasy will be coming out this year with square bases. The rules to Fantasy are really, really, really involved and really complicated. The rules for Age of Sigmar, which is the new Fantasy, are streamlined and easy. And Warhammer 40K, the future version, the rules fall in between there.
Yeah, the old rules for Fantasy was more complicated. There was like charging, flanking, and like morality rules. I mean, they have those in Warhammer 40K as well, but I feel like they're a little more extreme in Fantasy. I don't know. Fantasy is a little more complicated. 40K is pretty accessible. It's not too bad. I don't know enough about Age of Sigmar, but if it's more accessible than 40K, then by all means.
Everything I've read on it says that it's more accessible, it's easier, and it's by comparison, it's the one that's for kids. But I mean, I'm not sure any Warhammer game is for kids. They're all targeted to teens and higher, I would say.
Yeah, I started playing when I was a kid, technically, but I was a nerd and am a nerd. But yeah, so which one were you talking about, Crab? Which one do you want to dive into?
Yeah, which one sounds interesting?
Which one
to
sounds
you?
Interesting?
Because we could talk about all of them.
I'll talk
So
about
tell you
Warhammer
what
all
we
day,
did.
dog.
I'll tell you my logical progression. It started with Vermintide 2 and Vermintide on Xbox. Also, the Warhammer Dawn of War games on PC. And so that was it. My exposure for years was just video games. And then, finally, we grabbed the Warhammer tabletop role-playing game.
Yep.
Warhammer Fantasy Role-Playing, WFRP. And that was when I was like, oh, dip, this world's gangster.
Yep.
Fast forward a couple years, I'm a big fan of Deep Rock Galactic, and then they announced the what are the squats called now, John? League of Votann.
League of Votann, yeah.
They announced the League of Votann, so we've got Space Dwarves, and so I wasn't gonna miss Space Dwarves for the world, and now here I am with Warhammer knowledge galore. I just started watching more and more YouTube videos and learning more and more about it. Mostly YouTube deep dives, I would say, is the way to learn anything about Warhammer, because there is just so much.
There is, yeah. You want an expert to condense it for you, for sure. no shame in that. Like, even I have to check that shit, even though I've been, like, in the world for a long time. One of your favorite YouTube streamers was talking about it. Which, who's that? I think I was first introduced to 40K. Yeah, 40K is a good place to go. I personally... They're not really... I couldn't play with them because they're, like, broken and kind of in boxes and they're old. But I have an army of Tau. I think it's like 4,000 points. And then I have, like, a 2,000 point Dark Eldar army. Upon checking out the Dark Eldar, who are now called the Drukhari, and like their changes and stuff, I actually kind of think I might be on the fence and want to actually check out League of Votann. Now, honestly, like I've been out of the game for so long, I kind of want to start over. You know, I don't know if I want to pick up my childhood armies. You know.
Everything I've read about Votann says that they are a close-range shooting army.
Which, yeah, that's pretty interesting.
With moving restrictions. You know, they have a lot of movement problems. I think they can only move like 6 ever, except for 2 of their vehicles. So if they're not mounted up, they're not really moving.
Yeah.
Which that makes sense for dwarves.
Yeah. Absolutely. You figure they'd be a little light on their feet since they're used to high gravity, though.
They have a bunch of anti-gravity tech, so maybe that's a small explanation of why.
Maybe.
But yeah, you're right. They're from the center of the galaxy, from the center of the Dark Suns.
It's pretty sick lore, dog. I like it. I like what they did. They turned... So, like, Space Dwarves were a joke. Back in, like, when they first got released a long time ago, and then they went away, and now they're back, and they're not a joke anymore. They have solid lore. It's pretty cool. They cleaned it up. They cleaned up the lore. Made it better. Maybe I'll just stick with my Star Wars. Nah, dude, don't stick with Star Wars. Star Wars... I like Star Wars. I'm a fan of Star Wars. Star Wars sucks, though.
Oh, you're right. I love Star Wars, but it's not great.
It's not great. Yeah, no, like, we love Star Wars because we grew up with it, and, like, the lore has evolved to be pretty cool. But, like, the lore's not good.
Also, soon, you will be exposed to a lot of Warhammer. Because Amazon Prime is making the Warhammer series show with, what's his face?
Henry Cavill. Henry Cavill is... and Amazon are working together to make a Warhammer 40K television series on Amazon Prime. So, maybe get on board ahead of time. And that way,
now's a better time than any to learn about Warhammer.
That way you can be like, I liked it before it was cool. You can be one of those.
I'm the guy. You want to know about Warhammer? You want to know where the lore is different from the books and the show? Because I'll tell you.
You really want to go out on a date and not have Warhammer lore prepared when your date asks?
I mean, if you want to go out on a date, then probably just don't watch Warhammer, then.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
But what if she's like, who are the Primarchs?
Yeah, right? And you don't know? Yep.
Yeah, and then you don't know?
You don't know. Yeah. I mean, you don't want to be the one that doesn't know who the Primarchs are.
What if she asks who the traitor chapters are, and you're sitting there like, what does that even mean? Because you don't know anything.
Because you don't know anything. Yeah.
About the Horus Uprising or the Horus Heresy.
Yes, sir. That would be so embarrassing. That'd be traumatic. I like how David Fillion is giving us more material about Mandalorian culture. They're infinitely more cool than... Yeah. Well, I mean, so the Mandalorian is the greatest of all of the Star Wars material that's out. It's the best of the Star Wars media. Like, period. It just is. It has all the best stuff. They've only shown 2 Jedis. One of them is Ahsoka Tano, and the other one is Luke Skywalker. And those are a cool 2 Jedis. Pretty sure there's, I mean, technically Grogu, but he's not really a Jedi. Jedi are like monks, Mandalorians are like fucking samurai. I mean, yeah. That's probably a fair comparison. Well, there's an argument to be made that Jedi are very much like samurai.
Did you guys ever play Knights of the Old Republic?
A little bit.
There's a lot of cool Mandalorian stuff in Knights of the Old Republic too.
Nice.
You go to Mandalore, you talk to the Mandalorians and all that when they're in their prime.
That's cool. Mandalore's cool, man.
Yeah, so a lot of that stuff that I'm learning about in the show, I'm like, oh shit, I know that from the game.
Luke has held up all these years as a good sci-fi hero name. Is that a common sci-fi hero name? Robert Skywalker wouldn't hold as well. Yeah, that's true. This is not like Richard.
And Bobby Skywalker.
Fucking, you call me Dick Skywalker. Really trying to get these spots that I messed up with this flesh tone. I don't know. It looks okay. So far so good. I can't do the fucking like super detail for shit. One of these days I'll figure it out. That's why I love Star Wars. The universe is so immense and extensive. Yeah. It's true. But if you want to talk about giant extensive universes, I mean Warhammer 40K, you're not gonna. Star Wars doesn't scratch that lore.
Yeah, especially if you're a books person. If you like books, you should really get into Warhammer.
Yeah.
Warhammer is books. Warhammer is books and books and books and books. Lots to read.
But yeah, I mean, I'm not saying Star Wars is bad. I like Star Wars. Dick Calrissian. That's pretty funny.
I think we literally said Star Wars was bad right before that, though.
I mean, I did. I said Star Wars sucks, but you know, I am a fan of Star Wars.
Yeah. I think that's one of the things with Star Wars is one of the reasons it gets such hate and love and scrutiny is because we're all fans of it and we all want it to be better than it is.
Sure.
It's not. We don't hate on it because we don't like it. We hate on it because we do.
I mean, yeah. But there's it also has a lot of really toxic fans.
It does. It certainly does. I mean, we're going to find that in any fan base.
Yeah, some are worse than others, though. Warhammer's a bad one. Warhammer has some toxic-ass people, dude.
I think it's been getting better over the years, but yeah, it was really bad when we were growing up.
I was talking about Warhammer with Aaron when we were playing games last week, and I think I referenced it as chess for incels. So
yeah, no, that's exactly what it was. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
It's gotten a better rap over the years.
It's gotten better.
That's certainly what it was when we were growing up.
Oh yeah. It's gotten better.
Yes, for incels. I love that.
I was pretty proud of that one, honestly. Oddly enough, I was never a Star Trek fan. I think it's because I saw Star Wars first. So Star Trek, I actually am a big fan of too. What I don't get the people that are like for one or the other, like way more. Like it's like they're both good. Like you can like them both, you know. You don't have to though. You don't have to like them both or either or whatever. I don't, you know. It is what it is. I like both of them.
I was never a big Trek fan, but I do like the new Trek movies. I guess they're not new anymore.
With Chris Pine?
Yeah, I like the Chris Pine Star Trek movies.
Chris Pine Star Trek movies go hard.
But like, I didn't grow up on Next Generation or any of that Star Trek stuff.
I did. I grew up on Next Gen. Yeah. How long have I been muted for a long time?
I don't know, not that long.
I
We
can't
were
do
just
it that
talking.
long. I was just talking. I don't remember muting my mic. That's weird. Yes, the new Star Trek movies are good. I really like the first one and the third one specifically. The second one's fine. Benedict Cumberbatch as Khan, pretty cool. It's pretty interesting. I do like it.
The third one absolutely slaps.
The third one's great, yeah. Everything about the third one's fantastic. I actually really want them to make a fourth one. I think they've talked about it, so...
They've been nothing but successful, right?
Yeah, they've been nothing... They all did pretty well.
I had like a really, I would say maybe not informative isn't the right word, but like it was important to my development as a kid. I had a birthday party I went to at my friend Ben's house, and it was the first time I ever met Kyle, but we weren't friends yet, and we didn't become friends for many years after that. But Drew was there as well. Me, Drew, Ben, and Kyle. And we took out all of Ben's Star Wars books that had all the different ships and all the different aliens and all the different planets. And each of us just passed the books around the living room for like 4 hours, just writing stuff down on paper that we thought would be really cool. And we were in like 4th grade at the time. We didn't know what tabletop role-playing was, but we were basically just sitting around world building together at a 4th grade birthday party. And that'll always stick out to me. It's just like, Star Wars is awesome. The universe of Star Wars is so awesome.
Star Wars is cool. Is this Ben Jack?
No, Ben Richards. You actually never met him.
No, I don't think I met him, no.
We stopped being friends, but there was really no reason why.
Yeah,
In fact, he lives just a couple hours up the road in Colorado, and I'll probably say what's up if I'm ever in Denver.
there you go.
But he listens to the podcast, too.
Interesting.
Yeah. He's just always been, he was a really close friend when we were younger, and then I guess there were just too many people at high school and junior high to stay friends.
So,
But I had a graduating class of, like, 2,400 or some shit like that.
yeah, same.
Everyone else is sitting there like, did he say 2,400? My school had 700 people. Yeah, our schools had like 5,000 people.
Yeah, my school is like almost an exact replica of your school.
Yes, that's right. They just started building the same shape everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh my god, 88,000 high school kids in Katy ISD. So, about 10,000 per high school.
It's a lot.
A little bit less than that, but yeah, that's still a lot.
Nothing as epic as Star Wars or Star Trek. Night Flyers. Oh, Night Flyers. Okay. Night Flyers. The best, I mean, a lot of people...
Is Night Flyers the Stephen King vampire movie?
Oh, I don't know.
I think it's a Stephen King vampire movie that takes place at an airport. Unless I just totally made all of that up.
It's a television show from 2018.
Oh no, that's definitely not what I thought it was.
I know what you're thinking. I thought the same thing. I also thought it was a thing. A crew of scientists embarks on a mission aboard a ship called the Night Flyer to investigate a mysterious alien signal, but they soon begin to question if something is already on the ship with them. Okay. Set in the year 2093, Night Flyer is a psychological thriller that follows a team of scientists aboard the Night Flyer, the most advanced spaceship ever built. As they embark on a journey to find other forms of life, their mission takes them to the edge of the solar system and the edge of insanity. As they realize true horror isn't waiting for them out in outer space, it's already on their ship.
He wrote Night Flyers.
Who did?
George R.R. Martin.
Oh, cool. He probably did it while he was supposed to be writing that damn last book.
Yeah, back in 1987.
Piece
He
of
should have
shit.
been writing fucking Game of Thrones.
Are you guys curious about the new HBO game or new Xbox game about vampires
Yes.
in the Northeast? I think it's called Redfall. You're talking about Redfall.
I've already got it pre-installed.
I've got it
baby.
pre-installed as well, buddy.
Can't wait.
Yeah, it's
Can't
going to be
wait.
like a Left 4 Dead vampire plus game. It looks really good. Really excited. But honestly, if I'm being completely honest, I just don't get excited for games anymore because every time I do, they suck.
Also, that is very correct. But I can't lie, I'm excited, low-key excited for this one. I'm not watching release dates or anything. I'm not trying to let myself down, but yeah, I'm excited for it. I'd
Pretty
like to play
excited
it.
too, yeah.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab some medals so I can finish off this guy.
Nice. We're going to use this ash brown here. Yeah, Redfall looks dope. Pretty excited for it. I love anything with zombies, vampires, demons, magic. I don't know. I love all that shit. Yeah, there was a period of time where I was trying to watch as many vampire movies as I could. There was a period of time where I did the same with zombie movies, but that was back before you could just find everything. And, it was like I actually had to like rent them and shit. But Night Flyers. See, I remember, man, there was a show, I feel like it was a Nickelodeon show, and they were, like, on a spaceship, and, like, they accidentally, like, sent it off into space, and, like, I don't know, it was a whole thing. I don't know if anyone remembers that one. I feel like that one got canceled before its time. But we're being completely honest, the most underrated of all science fiction is Animorphs. So we're clear. So all about them morphs, baby. I like vampire. I remember an anime about a battleship that went from the ocean into outer space. Interesting. Animes do weird stuff. Sorry, I'm painting some extreme detail right now. I was a huge fan of 90s Buffy. Yep, Buffy the Vampire Slayer slaps. I also greatly enjoyed Angel. I like anime slightly more than I like the Philadelphia Eagles, and that isn't much. But I love the Berserk stuff. My little brother is obsessed with Berserk, dude. Obsessed. He's like reading all the mangas. Apparently, the creator of like the Souls games and Elden Ring is a huge Berserk fan, and like those games are inspired by that, and so like he's always looking for that crossover lore. Yeah, Angel was a little more adult, dog. Angel was the shit, dude. which is better, Buffy or the spinoff Angel? I thought Angel was. Angel was the better show in my opinion. Yeah. Canceled before its time. Yeah, it was more like a crime drama with the supernatural twist. Yeah, he was like a private investigator. It was cool, man. And a champion for good. I don't know. Like, I feel like Angel started as like this character gonna do this thing with Buffy, but then when he got his own show, they really went into his lore and like expanded it, and I think his lore got really cool because I love they did all the flashbacks of him in times yore, back when he was a evil vampire, and that shit was always cool, dude. I liked when like they would meet a new character, he'd be like, "Who's that?" and then he'd be like, "I know who they are. They're a vampire," and then they'd flash back. It was sick, dude. Good times. But I've seen Angel several times. I've seen Buffy a couple times, like all the way through. And I read some of the comics. Good stuff, man. I am a fan, so you know you're in the right place. So yeah, I was a really big fan of all Whedon stuff. But that guy's a dickhead, but it is what it is. I liked there was so all of his things became pretty big, like cult classics things, like so, you know, Buffy, Angel, Firefly. But one of the lesser known shows that he did was called Dollhouse. Dollhouse only ran for 2 seasons. Dollhouse fucked, dude. That show was so cool. I don't know if it holds up. I haven't rewatched that one in like years, but Dollhouse was awesome. The concept was there's this organization. Did you realize Jeremy Renner was in Angel? Yeah, he's a vampire. Yeah, right. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he's a vampire in the thing. It was dope. But at Dollhouse, the concept behind Dollhouse is there's like this organization. I think they're called the Dollhouse, but you sign up to be a doll, and essentially you have this like implant that it puts your personality on it, and like your personality can be made dormant, and then like other personalities can be put over them. So like, you know, and yes, that does mean for like sexy time or whatever. But also like people would hire them and be like, okay, we're going to give you like this super secret agent personality. And so you have all these skills of like a super spy or like a doctor, or like they could do a lot of weird stuff. It kind of, I don't know, it got into this whole thing. It's kind of interesting. Yeah, I heard Josh Whedon is not a very nice person, too. Shame. Yeah, it is a shame. Yeah, I don't know.
Allegedly.
I mean, some of it, allegedly. But, like, I know that he was huge. And for a fact, he was a huge piece of shit to Charisma Carpenter, who played Cordelia Chase. Like, she got pregnant during the show, and, like, he was always talking shit about, like, how she looked because of, like, she was pregnant, and, like, he was like, we have to cover it up because you look awful, and, like, he was just a monster to her, and eventually he, like, forced her off the show. Blah, blah, blah. I don't know. Stuff like that, you know, but I hear there's more to it. There's, like, other things that he did. It wasn't just that one thing, and... But, yeah. He's a huge dickhead. Also, it's his fault that we got the Snyder Cut. Because if he had just made the movie right the first time... You ever watch the Snyder Cut, Gary?
No.
Fuck no. Exactly.
Yeah, fuck no.
You know my favorite part about that whole thing, Gary? You remember how there was all those, like release the cut people on Twitter?
Yeah.
It later came out that there was a huge, like, bot campaign.
I wonder that often.
Yeah.
About who is and isn't a bot.
Yeah.
I feel like WWE uses a ton of fucking bots. That's really what I'm trying to say. I'm just not going to beat around the bush. I'll jump straight there. The fact that anyone I talk to in my day-to-day life does not watch wrestling. Nobody I just meet out fucking random watches wrestling anymore.
Yeah.
But on Twitter, they trend top in the nation every Monday, every Friday, and every time there's a pay-per-view. And I'm like, no fucking way. That's bots. No way. There's not just like some state where everyone else is watching wrestling.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I'm calling bullshit on WWE always trending at the top. That's very suspicious to me.
Yeah,
Like-
no, it is suspicious.
Like, if the Super Bowl's trending, that's fine. That's once a year. But really, every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, go fuck yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, Crab, and Mr. Ty, I agree. Yeah, Firefly canceled too soon. The movie wraps it up pretty nicely. I do like the movie that happened.
I ever tell you I went and saw the movie in theaters before I had ever even heard of the show?
Me too.
I just went and saw Serenity, and I was like, I don't know what the fuck this
Same.
is.
Same, dude. Absolutely same. I didn't know what Firefly was.
That's
Like,
awesome. We're
Fox
awesome.
did a terrible job advertising it. You know? Like, they didn't... I don't know, man. Fox is stupid. Terrible job advertising. Didn't give it a chance. Canceled it too soon.
This miniature, I painted fresh on the back, on the shield, and it looks like a serial killer came over to my house and took my paintbrushes from me and painted it. It looks like a murderer's handwriting.
Nice.
But it also kind of looks like it was spray painted, which was my intention, and so I'm going to leave it like that, I think. But Annie said it looks a little bit like the Nazi symbol, so I may need to be careful.
Let me see.
She said it's a little swastika-y.
It's not hard to accidentally draw swastika. Is like I see what she's saying. It's
Yeah, where
definitely not a swastika.
Where the R touches the E it's a little swastika.
It's a little swastika.
But it's definitely not a swastika.
It's definitely not one. It just could be perceived as one from afar.
Yeah, I think I'm going to be okay. I think I'm going to take a picture of it and send it to you later, and you'll see that it's not quite as bad with a higher definition.
Yeah.
But it's not kind of swastika-like either, you know. I'm not going to put up a huge argument.
Yeah. It's a little. It looks a little bit like it.
We were talking about Fable last night with Corbinian about how that game was just exactly right on time when it needed to be.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about Left 4 Dead, and how I'm feeling about these Left 4 Dead clones that are coming out now, 20 years later.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, guys, these games would have been great 20 years ago. This is way too late for this style of game.
I think it's too late.
You don't think so? You think there's still a market for that 4-person push through the map to the objective?
I mean, that's all I want to play.
It just seems like they're never as good as they should be, you know?
I mean, Deep
Seems
Rock
like they're
Galactic.
missing that. Oh, Deep Rock Galactic's not missing that
That's
sauce.
4-person push to the thing. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's certainly similar. It's certainly in the vein. You don't get much of an argument from me. Damn, son, I be liking this mini. I wonder if I should do the buttons on his shirt. Probably. Let me do a little bit of red spray paint coming out of this can. Since I've got the red on the shield. I'll make it look like this can is the can.
Westy, what up, Westy? Tonight we are painting ourselves.
Yes, we are painting.
I'm actually just uploading pictures. If you're in the Discord, they're in the photo share. But I designed me and Gary both in Hero Forge, and I sent him his as his birthday present. He got his this past week, or the week before, and so I bought myself as well. And so, yeah, that's what we're painting. I'm going to throw up what I have so far.
Take a picture of mine because I think your boys hit the end.
No. Mine looks like shit, but it is what it is.
It doesn't look like shit. It's fine. Your beard needs to come down a few shades, though.
Yeah. Yeah. Here's me. It's a custom Johannine miniature. You'll notice my staff is broken. It doesn't come out of my fist, but that's okay. I don't give a fuck. I have that half sword I like a lot. And then you got a new picture of yours, Gary? Here's what Gary had earlier.
I'm working on it. Boop. And then let's turn in.
Yeah, see, yeah, I added the armor to his thighs. It took me a while, and like I wasn't sure what to add to his, so I started making mine. And then when I made mine, I was like, yeah, I guess I should slide a couple like belts and straps and things onto Gary's, make him look more like from fantasy stuff. I gave him a chain sword because he's been getting that Warhammer shit, and so I felt like that was appropriate. Riot shield on his back.
I like mine because I thought mine looked more modern. I thought mine looked like a modern age character.
Yeah, I mean, I meant to make you as like you if you could steal things from games you play, and that's what I'm supposed to be too. Like I'm supposed to be like I'm wearing a t-shirt and like pants and stuff. I think I went a little more fantasy with me.
I definitely, as soon as I saw mine, I was like, oh, I'm decking myself out in modern stuff. I like what's going on here. I just dropped mine in the Discord as well.
Okay, so your updated one? Alright.
Yes.
Let me...
You do look like a pirate.
Who, me?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Yeah, you kind of look piratey. But yeah, there's Gary. Oh, the caution tape worked out.
Yeah,
that looks good.
Tape worked out. I like it.
Caution tape worked out. And then, yeah, that does not look like a swastika. You're okay.
Yeah, it looks like I spray painted fresh on my shield.
It does look like you spray painted fresh on your shield. It's pretty cool. I like it. I think it works. Your dice looks cool.
Dungeon Mr. Ty, please drop your miniature in the Discord.
Yeah, drop a mini. Yeah. This is actually a regular occurrence during this stream. If you have artwork that you're working on, drop it in our photo share.
Even if it's not a mini, if you're just working on a painting or you're working on a sculpture or anything, just drop it in there. We can all look at art for a second.
Ooh, Dr. Gonzo dropped a thing in here.
The photo sharing of our Discord. Oh shit, yeah.
Is one of you Dr. Gonzo? I forget who Dr. Gonzo is.
Yeah, that's Penguin.
Oh, that is Penguin. Oh. Did you want me to share that? I haven't heard from Penguin in the chat in a minute. Yeah, Penguin.
That mini is spooky looking.
If you want me to throw that up, Penguin, let me know. That mini's... Oh, is that supposed to be from New Varden, Ty?
Supposed to be a knight.
It looks like the description of those elemental people from New Varden. That's what I played when I play tested your game. I have to paint the gems on my dude tonight once I'm off. Nice. Very, very nice. Yeah, this is this one that's up right now is courtesy of Dungeon Mr. Ty. This is Lenai from the upcoming tabletop RPG New Varden in glorious miniature. Penguin, did you want me to share your picture? Yes, I was working on it as you were painting minis. Let me make sure that you want me to share it before I throw it up on stream. I feel like you usually do, but it's all about consent. It's a pretty cool picture. I like it. My first fan art of the year, Aaron Dippity Doo. Oh, this is Aaron. Cool. Hunter S. Thompson was my hero. So this is Balor Cruisings. Dungeon Mr. Ty, this is your daughter's character from our Fantasy Age game. So, sick. That's pretty excellent fan art. I can't wait to show her. I'm actually going to show her right away because I believe she's on Discord somewhere, lurking about. Yeah, no, thank you, Penguin, for the fan art. Very, very good. I like it a lot.
I'm not ignoring you, Ty. I'm going through images of Earth Elementals and Mud Elementals and all of these different characters to try to see what I can do. Since you asked for advice on how to spruce that up, I'm trying to see.
I didn't see where he is. Do you mind if I drop mini? Oh, and suggestions on where to go with it.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
So one of the first thing that popped out to me was the necklace. I thought that the necklace kind of blended in with the skin, so I would do the necklace with a lighter rope, or maybe a lighter green to say, hey, this is a vine. And I'd do a light green. You know, I would try to stay away from the darker, muddy colors that you already have. They really read earthy, but you need some brighter spots, I think. Let me look at it again. I really like the way that the darker brown and the gray come through on the legs together. It looks like veins, it looks like mud, and it looks like flesh. And then you lose a little bit in the stomach, but that's because the stomach falls back a little bit, so there's a lot of shadow there, so that's fine. And then I think the chest and necklace kind of run together, so that's where I would say spruce up that necklace, punch it up a little bit.
Yeah, I'd agree. You want to break up that form a little bit.
And don't go with that same copper bronze that you used on the bracelets, though, because they're really cool the way you have them balanced. One on the right and one on the left, they're already balanced out right. And I can't tell what she's supposed to be holding. I think it's a fireball or a mud ball. Maybe it's just because
I think it's a fireball.
Okay. But that could just be angle. You know, if I could turn the miniature a little bit more, I might be able to see what that is.
Oh, yeah, there's a better angle for you, Gary.
Yeah. Like that face, too. Alright, so yeah, I would say the necklace, and then I would do the fireball, or that thing, which is probably a fireball. And fire is way easier to do than I thought it was. You just get all your yellows and reds out, and then just dry brush from the bottom to the top. I think starting with yellow and ending with red.
Penguin, I also sent your fan art to Miss Dippity Doo.
Yeah, the easiest way to do fire, I'm just looking at a real simple video. You just do yellow at the bottom, and you go with a darker orange at the top, and then you dry blend them together in the middle. Just dry brush all that. And then you could do a little spot of white at the bottom in the middle of the yellow if you want to, but you don't need to do that.
Oh, you posted it and tagged everybody? Excellent, Penguin. Awesome. I was going to do the same thing.
Painted fire once and it looked really good, and that's like literally the only time I've done it. And then you just do the edges with some orange, and you do more orange the further up you go. It's not as hard as it would think. It looks a lot harder than it is. Once you put the paint down, you're like, oh, this is just 3 colors. Like, this is some easy business. It's just edge highlighting. Fire's all about edge highlighting with orange. Blurry and before the wash, but yeah, so the dry brush, I think that's probably also why the colors come across a little muddy in the body, but it totally works in the body too. But yeah, if you dry brush will make it look very different than the wet painting, obviously. If you wet mix, then everything stays looking shiny.
Yeah, tell me about it. I do that shit on accident all the time.
I really like the way the oranges and browns and stuff look on the body. I can't say that enough. It looks really like it crawled out of a mud pit in nature.
It looks cool because I know what it's supposed to look like. It does look good.
Are they supposed to crawl right up out of a mud pit?
They're elemental creatures, yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what it looks like. I have some really cool technical paint too that I got from Citadel, and it's just mud paint. You just shake it up, get a good glob of it, and just slap it on, and it's got all the texture and all the grime and all the dirt and everything. It would be really cool to slap a little bit of that on the character.
Should you paint your gems, Lenny or Westy? What are you painting, Westy? It has gems. Kind of gems. Paint gems on my dude tonight once I'm off from work. It depends on what kind of gems they are. Green is dope, red's dope. The big Wraith Knight I posted. Oh, that! Oh, okay, I see it. Yeah. Let me zoom in on that bad boy. Oh, I see. Yeah, the gems. Okay. With that color palette, what are you thinking? You're thinking orange or green? Orange, I think, would play well. Actually,
I think they both would.
I think they both would.
It's a win-win.
It is a win-win. Either way, you're good. I think orange would be sick.
And I'm going to mix it up on you. I'm going to make it difficult because I'm going to say go with a green.
There's a lot. There's a lot of gems.
And then edge highlight the edges of those gems with an even lighter green.
Yeah, you're gonna want. Yeah, you definitely gonna want to edge highlight those.
I would say go with like a good bright green and then an even brighter green across the edges of those crystals. But Jahan's not wrong. That orange would look great. And then I guess if you do an orange, you could do some red edge highlighting. Or maybe you should do a red with orange edge highlighting, and it would look like an orange crystal that way that was kind of recessed and darker.
Okay, I darkened up my hair. Now, I'm not sure what to do next. I think I'm going to touch up this fire. I don't know what to do with my pants at all. What kind of stuff did you write, Penguin? I think the world needs more writers who push the envelope. HSC... I'm missing part of the conversation here. Of course, but why?
Crab, I don't know if you have Peacock at the streaming service. I'm going to guess probably not. But if you do, you should check out Bust Down. You want to talk about some writers, some comedy writers who are pushing the envelope. The comedy writers on Bust Down are just absolutely... the things that they write, I would never write. I would be so afraid to write comedy like that. It is absolutely hilarious.
Have a good dinner, Ty. Thanks for stopping in. Always appreciate it.
Thanks, brother. And good luck on the Earth Elemental.
And on the Worm Den.
The Worm Den. Sounds like a place to buy underwear.
Okay. I feel like I see what you did there.
Yeah, I'm talking about a different kind of worm.
Talking about ding dongs, yeah.
I am, yeah.
And the den is the underpants.
Correct.
Yeah. I find that comedy's only funny if you explain it.
I completely agree. I couldn't agree more.
And you see, what's funny about that joke is that it's less funny when you explain it. I went full circle with it, Gary. I went full circle.
But you have to. I'm not sure if I get it.
Let me explain it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not sure if you.
Let me explain it to you.
Me. Yeah, give it to me. Hand feed me this joke.
Let me hand feed it to you.
Baby bird this joke to me. Eat this joke up. Eat it up. Spit it into my mouth. Yeah, we have like 25 more minutes. This is the point where I'm always like, should I get a second miniature or should I just chill out?
Just chill out, man.
I think I'm just gonna chill out.
Do whichever one you feel like, really.
Ooh, actually, you know what I'll do is I will put my camera back on me, and then I'm gonna look at some tabletop.
Who knows what I'm gonna look at?
This orc blood
Right at it.
is like so broken.
There we are. Now things are coming together. That's me.
Hey, it's Gary.
Yo. Got a huge reflection on my light because my overheads are on today so that I can see everything on my table.
Everything, everywhere, all at once.
Yes, that is the show I was talking about, Dylan. Boom! Just right out the gate, the first episode is
You say
about
Dylan?
sexual. Yeah, Crab.
Ah, right.
He just messaged me and said, "Is this the show you're talking about?" Yes, that is the show I'm talking about. Crap. The first episode is about sexual assault, and I was like crying, laughing. So that'll just give you a taste of what I mean. They're pushing the envelope in very hilarious ways that I wouldn't dare. To me, and to most people, sexual assault is not funny, and I would not dare make jokes about it.
But they do and it works somehow.
Oh yeah, they do and it works. I don't know if it's funnier. Active. But yeah, it works. One of the characters gets grabbed by his boss at work, and another one was sexually molested as a kid by his mom's friend. And both of them are funny somehow.
Oh no.
It reminds me almost of like remind me of Always Sunny in Philadelphia, the type of stuff that you're like, oh my god, did they just oh my god. There's a lot of that going on in the show.
Gotcha.
I was surprised it was an NBC Peacock show and not like an FX or something like that, HBO. It's
Yeah.
actually a network show.
What happened?
It was actually a network show, which is crazy.
Okay. You got cut off like right at the end, and it was like, what?
Weird.
There are ways to do it smart. I mean, yeah, it's just you gotta be careful when you're dealing with that subject matter. You know, slippery slope, dangerous territory, blah blah blah.
I'm just surprised at all that the network would okay it, you know? It just doesn't seem like something a network would get behind, and so it really surprised me. I was really taken aback by it.
Yeah.
Look at this. Speak of the devil, I'm sitting here cleaning up my paint station, and Mr. Krabs right here in the newspaper having written this article. The Village Voice by the Crab himself.
It's pretty cool. Pretty nifty, Doug.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty nifty. Well, this miniature, I think, is good for now.
Yeah, I don't think there is any comedian that will top George Carlin. I agree.
George Carlin.
He was there at the right time. He did it right. He's very smart. Kind of really an aggressive liberal in most ways, I would say. But I'm not sure he would side with any Democrat alive today. He'd probably be a libertarian if he was alive today. But he certainly hates the government and the world and people and religion. Carlin's fantastic. He speaks for like 2 or 3 generations of Americans. Oh.
Yeah.
Jahan, how come they don't have a Jurassic Park TTRPG?
They do.
How come you never played it?
No, I'm just kidding. They don't have one. I was just joshing you.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Everything else is licensed.
Yeah, so there isn't a licensed one, but there are some dinosaur ones. Specifically, one of the most recent Shiver campaigns It's Shiver Slasher, and so that's like serial killers and shit, like Jason and blah blah blah. It's supposed to do that, and then Blockbuster, which the picture has a T-Rex on it, so I think that one's supposed to be like Jurassic Park kind of stuff.
Nice.
So I have both of them coming. I paid my big boy money for it.
Hell yeah. You're really on that Shiver bandwagon, huh?
I like Shiver.
Some kind of Shiver guy.
I do like Shiver. I just wish they had like, if they had VTT fucking support, we would play it. I'm actually gonna take some peeks here. I'm gonna look see if they have anything yet.
Yeah, that praise is too high. I don't think that Chappelle is the black George Carlin. I think that George Carlin is the white Richard Pryor.
Yeah, it's much closer. I think Chappelle's done. Personally, I don't care for Chappelle anymore. I'm off that boat.
I was never a huge fan of Chappelle. Chappelle's fine.
Nah, I'm not gonna
really,
watch this stuff no more. I'm done.
Maybe not fine. Maybe history will remember Chappelle as one of the top 10 stand-up comedians of all time.
Possibly. Let's see, man. They have so many friggin' games on Roll20, including Sigil and Shadow. They do have support for that on VTT, but no Shiver, which is frustrating because that would make that game so much easier to play. Let's see.
I wonder if they'll pay me to put it on Roll20. I've always thought that couldn't be too hard to sit
That
here and
is
just
something that
write
you can
an entire
do.
book.
Ooh, maybe that's, yep, I think that's what the deal is. It looks like it's on Foundry.
Ah, man. We still need to get free Foundry stuff. We need a friend at Foundry that can give us free licenses so we can play with it. Because I don't want to use Roll20 all the time.
Yeah, we don't have to. I'm going to Foundry right now.
I just don't want to pay for full-priced Foundry either.
Oh yeah, sure.
We're streamers. Can we please have free stuff?
I mean, it works like 90% of the time.
Yeah, that's true. All I gotta do is ask.
No. We get free shit all the time.
All I gotta do is ask.
So, yeah, we might not make any money during this stream, but as tabletop role-playing enthusiasts, getting free TTRPG books saves a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
My initial reaction of Foundry is I don't know if I like it, but hey, I'm checking it out. Let me look. Let me see what's going on here.
Damn, listen to him go. Just lighten him up.
It is very clear to me that this is designed by internet people.
Damn.
No. Let's see. But here's all right. So there are package category. They have package types. So there's game systems, add-ons, game worlds, exclusive content, premium content. There's package categories, which includes like actors and item sheets, analytic tracking, content packs, blah blah blah, dice rolling. I don't know how that works. Premium content, and this is where like it seems like some games are, including the first one that I recognize is Coyote and Crow.
Ah, yeah.
They have some Cubicle 7 games. What else they got? Don't see Shiver on the list, but maybe it's under Parable Games. They have Pinnacle Entertainment Group on here. So that's your Savage Worlds for people at home. I know Gary knows, though. Oh, Gallant Knight.
Yeah, I know those guys.
Yeah. Interesting. I'm gonna click on that one. They have free leagues up too. It looks like Galliant Knight made some map packs. Free League. What does Free League have here? Oh, Bassin, Coriolis, Forbidden Lands, Tales of the Loop, Mutant Year Zero, Twilight 2000, Blade Runner, Alien, and Cyborium are all on Foundry. I don't see the reason I'm here, so that's upsetting, but whatever.
Yo, this game is awesome.
Which one?
Volcania?
Volcanera?
Volcania.
Spell it.
Vulcania.
Yeah, we have those books.
Yeah, I'm looking at them right now on our drive.
Oh, okay.
It's cool. Cool looking game.
I think what happened was, like, because sometimes I'll, like, read something, because, like, we have so much stuff to go through, and I'll read something I don't like, and I'll just pass it over.
That's funny. Can be like a mutated human guy with horns or toxic breath or a quill mane, a reptile eyes. I know about that.
Looks like people are running. You know, maybe you have to pay for it. Maybe that's the issue. What were you saying just now, though?
I said it's cool. This game looks cool. You can be like a fire-breathing psychopath.
It has some interesting stuff, and like, so those are the base books. I know they just did a Kickstarter for, like, I don't know, like the High Seas or something. I don't know. But I asked them for the books, and they were like, "Here you go." So.
If you wear your lucky hat, you get a +2 evade and dodge tests. That's one of the backgrounds in the game. It's a whole, I guess, a whole population of people who wear their lucky hats.
Interesting. Interessante, dog. Muy interessante. Let me go check out the marketplace here. Dang, I've been a member of Roll20, a paid member since 2018. You know how many hours I played?
Oh man, I bet that's a crazy amount.
Take a shot.
Jeez. I'm literally gonna have to open a calculator to even take a shot.
No, just guess.
I'm seriously, give me a second. I know how many games we play.
Yeah, but that's not a guess though. You're doing math.
Uh,
And also, I had this account before we started the stream because I used to run D&D through it.
no way it's that many, right?
How many?
Nah. 2,000?
Penguin just called that 2,000.
2,000, yeah. That's my guess. 2,000 hours.
997.
997. Yeah, I also guessed 2,000, and I was like, divided by 24, that's 84. Has he played 84 days worth? Maybe. Maybe.
I've played 41 and a half days. Straight.
I've played 959 hours.
How many?
959.
Damn. How do you get to the... Here's the marketplace. Okay. Browse marketplace. Let me see if there's some shiver shit here. Shiver me timbers. There's not. Okay, cool. I feel better. did you ask what is Roll20, Penguin? Is that what your question is? Roll20 is a VTT is a virtual tabletop. That's what Roll20 is. There's other ones like Foundry. I can't remember any of the other ones off the top of my head. But it is a venue through which to play tabletop role-playing games. So, like, you have digital character sheets, and, like, when they're programmed correctly, usually, like, I'm not doing it. Like, I'm not programming them. But, so, like, you'll go through, you'll find what game you are, you'll set your server to play that game, so it'll give you those character sheets, and they'll be programmed to when you click on, like, the skills, it'll roll the dice for you automatically, blah, blah, blah. But you can get really in-depth. You can almost turn it into a whole-ass video game, because you can set up a battle board, you can link people's character sheets to specific tokens, so that, like, their character's token connects to their character sheet, so when, like, it knows how far it can move. You can use it to control initiative orders. You can have lighting effects on, so, like, you can't see any of the map except for, like, what your character can see in their vision. It'll black everything else out. And it takes into effect things like lighting, and if you have dark vision, or if you're a human and just can only see light, and blah, blah, blah. You can get really in-depth with it. It's what we use to play, but we don't use the board part. We just use the character sheets and the dice rolling. That's how I show, like, the dice rolls on stream. And it's just nice so that I can, because I can go into people's character sheets and change stuff if, like, they did something wrong, or I can help them, and, you know. And everybody rolling, I don't have to wonder if someone's cheating, because I just wanted to avoid that whole situation just completely. And so I just decided best to do it this way. Because, like, I don't know, some people just cheat at these kinds of games, and I don't understand the motivation behind it. I don't get it. That's not fun for me. But some people are into that. Some people are like, oh, I want to, like, kill all. It's like, all right, well, you know. So I just wanted to never have to wonder. So it's just all above board. There's no questions. No one's accusing no one's ever accused anyone of cheating, except for maybe once, because they filled out their character sheet funny or something. Yeah, that's a VTT. So, Penguin. I don't know if are you a TTRPG player? Because I know you watch. You came from Kapow streams, I believe. But you should check out VTTs. It's a cool way because they actually have matchmaking. Like, you can be like, hey, I'm looking for players. Or, like, you can go through and look for the people that are looking for players. Be like, oh, they're playing this game every Wednesday at this time. You know, you can sign up, you can put in... Sometimes people want, like, applications, which... Fair enough. Like, sometimes they'll make you agree to, like, not be racist and stuff ahead of time, which is a good idea. But yeah, I mean, anyone that's interested in playing a TTRPG can play through something like Roll20. And you don't necessarily need to pay any money for it either. Like, I have a paid account. I don't think I've ever actually paid for it myself. My players bought it for me at first for D&D a long time ago. And then I just started, you know, like, the stream money pays for it now. And it just allows me to have, like, infinite, like, games open, players. Like, I don't have any limits. I can share stuff. It gives me all the features I need, really. I don't think I have all the features, though. I think I just have, like, the lower level of the paid tier. But, yeah, you should check it out. Roll20's dope. It's just straight up roll20.net, and you can check it out. Pretty cool. Let's see. The 8 best VTTs.
This whole time we've been talking, Jahan, I just filled out all of the Roll20 Ambassador Program information.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. It's a good idea. I mean, we do rep for them for free.
Yeah, we do.
Because the fact that I use them, I just feel like I should like have it on screen that I'm using them, so it always says Roll20 under the chat.
All right, so I sent their thing. So I sent them an ambassador thing, and when they respond, I'll CC you. And they're like, what can we do for you? And so I'll point them your direction and say, I don't know, what can you do for Jahan?
Yeah. It says the best virtual tabletops for D&D are Roll20, Fantasy Grounds, that's the one I was trying to think of. And then Foundry, which is the one I was just looking at. And then Owlbear Rodeo, which I've never heard of.
Also never heard of Owlbear Rodeo.
Tabletop Simulator, which I'm very familiar with, but I couldn't imagine using it for a tabletop. It would be like there would be some work involved. I mean, unless you're using someone's mod or something.
That's through Steam, right?
Yeah, it's through Steam. Above VTT, I don't know what that is. Shmeppy, I have no idea what that is. SHMEPPY, Shmeppy, and then Astral. So those are all the different ones. Fantasy Grounds is the one I'm most interested in here. Oh, that's interesting. Fantasy Grounds doesn't have a subscription. Fantasy Grounds, you get a free demo, then there's a one-time payment of $39. All players have to pay that. Or $149, and your players do not need to buy a license. You can just play with people. Interesting. Yeah, let's see. I think I have the $50 subscription for Roll20 yearly. It's $50 a year. It's not terrible. Foundry, the price is $50 just straight up. It's a flat fee. Owlbear Rodeo is just free. Don't know anything about it. I think it's specifically for D&D though. Tabletop Simulator. Tabletop Simulator costs $20.
About Roll20 is that you don't need to be in Discord or in another video chat program. It's not a great audio quality, but there's video built in, there's audio built in, the dice are built in, a ton of the character sheets are built in. Roll20 is easy to use.
Roll20 is very easy, very user-friendly, and yes, it does have voice and video functionality.
I'm not sure if it's the filet mignon of the market. It might be the McDonald's of the market, in that it's accessible, it's easy,
definitely
it's
the McDonald's.
fast. Yeah, it may not be the best one, but I have.
It's not bad.
It's not bad. We stopped using the audio and video and started using Discord instead because the codec is better. But other than that, I had no complaints with it.
No. The Discord Discord's a video chat app, so it's obviously going to be better.
You did it.
But yeah, I played D&D a couple of years before the pandemic, but I haven't since. I want to play again though. Yeah, if you want to play, I suggest checking out VTT's, or you're in our Discord, so that means you have Discord. I'm not sure what part of the country you live in, but typically cities have. Man, this sounds so convoluted, but so like Houston, for example, has a /r Reddit. Like slash Houston Reddit page, and they have a Discord, and like they have D&D stuff. Like you can try to find people to play with. They have meetup stuff. So like I would suggest trying to find your city on Reddit, maybe going to their Discord and seeing if they have something like that, or trying to start one or something, or try your local game store. Sometimes they post. But there's lots of ways to find games, for sure. And D&D's fun. As many problems and issues as I have with the company, the game itself is pretty solid. But hey, if you don't want to play that, you can play other games like Green Run and Publishing's games. You can use this link and blah blah blah. Our stream's over. Hey,
yeah, but if you use the link, you can save money and we get money too. So why play D&D when you could play Age?
Yeah, you can play Age, and Age does have Roll20 support. So, this has been Painting Minis with Fresh Out the Box. You live in the Texas Panhandle, gotcha, but New Mexican native.
You could go outside and play with a fucking tumbleweed. As the only person around to play
Yeah,
D&D.
D&D's good. Yeah, you might want to try online games. I would suggest going on to Roll20 and look for a Pathfinder or Dungeons and Dragons group to play with that way. You might get lucky and find a good one. You know, some of those groups are pretty solid. But yeah, thanks everyone for watching. Thanks for being here. Thanks Penguin for doing the damn thing. Thanks Crab. Thanks everyone chiming in. It was a good chat once again. These paint streams are always fun. But yeah, I'm Jahan on @RockFact on Twitter.
It's me, Casualty CDG, soon to be ambassador of Roll20. Maybe. We'll see. If you like our show, you should like our podcast too. That's called Fresh Out the Podcast. A new episode comes out every Wednesday now. We do live recordings every Tuesday night. If you want to come see what shows, movies, and games we're talking about, stop by on Tuesdays. Otherwise, we play tabletop role-playing games every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Sometimes we just paint miniatures and hang out, but we're always doing cool nerd stuff. I know that's an oxymoron, but that's because we're cool nerds. Same oxymoron, right back at you. Thank you for the follows, thank you for the likes, and we'll see you guys next time.
See you next time. Stay fresh.
Don't.